Hello. Oh god. Well, I guess my food will have to wait for a break or something. Ah. Hello. Yes. Hi. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Wait, is the game... Can you hear the game? I hope you can. Okay. Hi, Uchao. Hi, Ishi. Hi, Bee. Yeah, you gotta munch from time to time. Also, I wonder, I've been trying to get the subtitles, closed captions to work, but I don't know if they do. I hope they do. In any case, just let me know. If not, I don't know, maybe I'll have to ask Mocha for technical support. She's got them working. You can ignore us, finish your food. No. I'm gonna... God! Thank you, Chow. I am going to, you know, enjoy it in a break. I don't know, I'm gonna take like a short break when there's gonna be ad break, for example. And then, yeah, I'm gonna continue munching on my sandwich. But how have you all been? If you saw on Discord, I've been so brave, so very brave. I don't know what I'm doing in this game. Okay, I guess we're doing that. Okay, these are just urban secrets. Oh, the djinn. Oh, right. Another ghost we can catch. Oh, so basically, yeah, we gotta follow the main storyline, but also what's happening here. Victim's friend? The whom? The what?
You with the book. Tell them they can't keep us here against our will.
What?
Go back to the ward. I'm telling you for the last time. The examination's not over.
Man, this is a prison state. Even quacks will lock you up.
What?
You better stay out of this. Take it from me.
What's up?
Is it all because patients won't get examined anymore?
My friend felt under the weather, so we came. But look at him now. Sound as a bell.
Uh-huh.
You came. They brought you on a cart, half dead. Probably after some kind of subversion.
This is slander.
It's better if they stay longer. For examination. You understand?
Examination? I think I know what's going on. They might be, I don't know, from like a fighting ring or something, and if they stay for examination, the police is gonna come and you know, take them away. So I think I understand. Tell him to back off, offer him help. The medic? Anyway, speaking of medics, like I mentioned, if you might have seen on Discord how I said I was very brave, because I last week, sometime last week, I felt a little rough. My migraines has been acting up, but it's been acting up a lot lately, so I decided to go to the doctor, you know, as you do. So they sent me to get an MRI scan. And I was like, okay, I've never had it done. Medic! Heavy's voice from TF2. Shout out to enemies? Anemones? But yeah, so I was so brave. 25! Thank you so much, Uchao! So much. But yeah, so I've never had it done before, and I didn't know like what to expect. I mean, technically I knew what to expect because it's pretty similar to the other scan CT scan, I think it's called. Basically, but it's not as scary. It's not like this long tube, like with the MRI. So I remember I had to wake up very early in the morning on Monday to go to the place where they were doing the scan. So, and I went there, and the lady that was like, I don't know, operating the machine, she doesn't look. She was dressed like, I would say it in civilian clothing, but you know, fine, girl, you want to be comfortable. I get it. But she took me into the room, and she said, like, here's the place where you can leave your things. Okay, you take the key. Come with me, and this is the machine. Okay, so lie down, put your head here. You're gonna get headphones because the machine is loud. You've done this before. And I was like, no. And she was like, no. Okay, anyway, lay down, headphones, you gotta come in. And I'm like, okay, everything is happening so fast. Like, but I was supposed to get like this, the stuff injected that's supposed to put color in my blood or whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be at the end of the examination. And I'm like, why? Like, am I gonna be in the tube, but you're gonna be injecting me with something that is like the worst nightmare I can imagine. But I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I didn't have, and she gave me like, and she was like, okay, so like she was talking all the time, just very fast, and then she was off. I didn't have like any second to ask any questions or anything. I just laid down. She put stuff on my head and put the headphones in, and she just said like, oh, it's gonna be loud, don't worry about it. And she gave me this squeezy thing, this like a, I don't know how to call it, but it's supposed to be, and she told me that, oh, squeeze this if you need to get out. And I hold on to it like a lifeline. And then suddenly, you know, the machine, just the bed slid into the tube. I was so scared. It was so scary. I mean, I never said I'm like claustrophobic. I don't think I'm claustrophobic. But when I was laying there, I was so terrified. I started believing I might have like a little bit. Because when I was, let's say little, not very, I was like a tween, and let's say my parents sent me to like a camp, a summer camp, and then it was like a physical activities. We did a lot of rock climbing, but there was also a lot of what's the word, visiting caves. But they were not like caves where you can walk into. You had to crawl through them. They were like the size of a I don't know, when you see like in action movies somebody crawling through a vent. They were similar size as the vents in those movies. So, and I wasn't stressed at all when I was doing that, when I went to that summer camp. But when I was laying there on that, in the machine, I was so scared, and I started thinking like, maybe there is something to it. MS Blue is a brilliant psychological horror movie that takes the form of two fully voiced acted TF2s as animations. Can you send them to me on Discord? Can you share them on Discord? I would love to see. Thank you, Chow. What would you scan? Because I had a brain scan to see if there's anything between those ears. Mystery tube. No, the caves. I mean, the caves were absolutely fine. I really liked them. It was cool and adventure, I would say. But when I was in that tube, that was scary, spooky, and terrifying. But yeah, so the bed with me laying on it slid into that machine. And when the lady said that, oh, it's gonna be pretty loud, so that's why you're getting the headphones, I didn't expect the sounds it would be making. I wasn't sure if it's gonna be like, it was making a lot of very weird sounds, but I was expecting it to like fall apart any second. Anyway, so I was laying there. this thing was doing its thing, and suddenly they slid me out, and in comes a nurse, and she says, "Oh, I'm supposed to put the thing. I'm not sure how it is called in English. The paint, the color into your blood, so they can do another scan." I was like, "Okay, thank God you put me out of that machine, but for how long do I have to go back there?" She said, "Oh, don't worry. After I inject you with the thing, it's gonna be like 4 or 5 more minutes." I was like, "Oh, okay, fine. But you know, she was like, "Okay, now I need to put a needle in and inject you with the thing." So she went to one of my what's it called? The inside of the arm, and she started looking for a vein. She can't get the vein. Okay, she goes to the other arm. She's looking for the vein. She tells me to, you know, like make a fist and you know, flex my arm so she can. She's trying to find it. No. Okay, so she goes back to the first arm. She tries again. No. Okay, so let's try maybe from your hands, like the outside of the palm. And she was like, "Okay, let me check one hand," and she started just patting it like to get the vein to pop out, and she started patting my hand, and then, "Okay, it's not coming out. Let me try the other one." She's been there for like a couple of minutes. I tried to make jokes, but it was torture. You know, the anticipation of being stabbed. Jesus. But yeah, after a little while, she finally found the vein. She put the I was about to say she put the poison in.
Hi, Auntie.
Hi, Loomis. She put the poison in me. She injected me with the poison, and you know, she told me, she was very nice, and she told me not to worry, and it's gonna be just a couple of minutes, and it's gonna be fine, just to, you know.
Hi, Auntie.
The dye, yes, the dye. Hi, Sigam. And unfortunately, they slid me back into the scary tube, to the scary machine, and I had to survive for a couple more minutes. And I remembered, and also Darren on Discord asked that too. I remember when I had a different scan done a couple of years ago, a lady, when she was injecting me with the dye, she told me that, "Oh, don't worry if you feel like you pissed yourself." You didn't, but you know, just ignore that. Don't worry about it. And I was like, "The what?" And this time I didn't ask, and also lady did not tell me that I'm gonna feel like I pissed myself. So I didn't feel like it. Maybe it was a different dye. Maybe they perfected the technology. CAT scan dye. Oh, MRI is different. It has a different dye? Well, now that makes sense. Now it makes sense why I didn't piss myself. I had no clue. Nobody told me. But yeah. So I got the dye, got a couple of more minutes in the scary tube. They finished doing that stuff. And after they released me, the lady needed to pull out the needle from my hand, and she just held my hand for a little while, because she said that it was because so I won't get like a, you know, a bruise. But I also felt that she needed to hold my hand, because I was literally like I said, I cried a little. Like I had tear streaks on my face when I left that scary tube. Like I could feel the tears just pouring from my eyes. So I think she just felt very bad for me, and she was very nice. So she held my hand for a little while, and then she told me that I can go to the waiting room, because they are supposed to give me like a disc with the results. But they told me like, "Yeah, but the description you're gonna get like in 3 weeks." Cool. Take your time, I guess. Oh. Hi, Yashi. You're not gonna believe this, Spanji, but you have ascended into main morning streamer. I feel honored. I only watch your streams in the morning now. Other channels are too wild, and I don't want that energy when my brain is just waking up. Then, oh god, Ishi, that I am sorry if my spooky, scary story about the MRI scan is too much. I hope it's not too much, actually. I felt like I was bleeding out through my skin on CAT scan. What? When I was in the machine, although I don't have any like metal fillings in my teeth, I still felt like, maybe because of the vibration or something, but I felt like my teeth were trying to, you know, move. So yeah, that was spooky. The same feeling, covered in warm sticky liquids, but I don't wet myself very often, so I guess I don't think that first. Oh! Oh! Sticky! Oh! Never had MRI, but I hear it mostly just makes people nauseous. It didn't, fortunately. It didn't for me. So it was just very, very scary. Very scary, very stressful. Lady couldn't find any veins. But we did it! We did it! We succeeded! Coffee! Oh! In other news, I'm running low on meds. And because of that, I can drink coffee. I've had coffee yesterday. Yesterday? Yes, yesterday. And it was great. And I felt its effect until late evening. And fun when I called my doctor and asked when can we meet up so you can prescribe me more meds. They were like, in a month. So yeah. Fun times. Yeah, I had CAT scans too, and they don't even offer a cute cat. I think they're called something else in Polish. I felt like I'm in a coffin. Wait, but when... Wait, which one is it? Let me check, because... Which one is the CAT scan? CT! Why are you calling it CAT? Oh, it's alternatively called CAT scan. It's not... But it's not a coffin. It's a big donut. The MRI is the coffin. But yeah, the CT scan, it also has this bed that you are strapped to, and you slide through a donut thing that is the scanner. But with MRI scan, you go into the coffin. So that is the scary one. I don't watch many streamers, but I'll watch them to basically anything. A friend of mine now has Tuesdays dedicated to reading Wikipedia's list of sandwiches, and those are surprisingly fun. That sounds so nice. I was considering reading. Contrary to popular belief, I can read because I think you might have seen it. I got this beautiful copy of King in Yellow, and I was like, I should reread King in Yellow. So I started reading it, and then I was like, maybe I shouldn't be reading it out loud on stream. But also then I got this horrible migraine, and I died. So don't read King in Yellow. I mean, read King in Yellow. I love the stories that are in it, but the vocabulary is a little dated at times. But thanks to that, I discovered there is a category for reading and writing, which is awesome. Well, wait, I'm missing some messages. I'm used to having to deal with MRIs too, but both CAT scans and MRIs are the worst. I remember the awkward when I had my face stitched up. The lady was trying to distract me, but I was too artistic to that. Oh no. It's a big donut. Yes, I was thinking of MRI. Yeah. As a sick girly, I need to just accept MRIs and CAT scans will be constant thing for me, and I hate them. We do be like that, us sickly Victorian girls. Shall we have the radio on? What kind of music? Oh, sure. If you like, I don't mind. Well, how about some conversation? I mean, I'm going to have a needle through my lip, so I probably won't be saying much. Perhaps I'll just talk to myself then. Maybe she was feeling awkward, you know? Maybe she was just trying to fill in the silence. But then I had, oh god, this reminds me, because before getting the MRI scan, I was supposed to get like my blood drawn because there's some like a blood test you need to do before it. Some thingy, whatever. But when I came in to get my blood drawn, I think the nurse noticed how stressed I was, and I also told her I'm a fainter. So I told her like, maybe I can lie down already, so you don't have to worry about catching me or anything. And I think she, from the beginning, she was like, I need to, you know, fill the silence. I need to get her talking. So so she got me to talk about donuts. No, sweet buns, because like there's a new coffee place that opened not far from me, and they have delicious donuts. Oh, my glasses. Yes, for reading. Very well, very good. But yeah, I always, every time I'm getting my blood drawn, I try to distract myself. It's not working, but at least it's I pretend. Read the entirety of Dracula over several streams. That is a great idea, actually. I've never read Dracula. I've watched the movie and I generally know the story, but I've never read the book. And did you know there's this thing, a newsletter called, I think, Dracula Daily, where you can subscribe and just get the book as it's happening with the dates. On the date the thing is happening, you get that part of the book. And I think it's great. You can experience it like happening in real time. But yeah, so if you're interested in that, there's Dracula Daily. Cat is shorter than CT. I don't have all day to be saying syllables. Really? Cat is shorter than CT? Somehow I think CT is easier for me than cat. But maybe I always thought of it as CT. She was trying to be a good bean, so do you do that? They just get on with it. I had a situation like that once. There was a different place where I was supposed to get my blood drawn, and there was this... Why do we keep talking about blood? But anyway, I hope nobody's feeling like stressed because of that. If for anyone talking about like medical procedures like that is an ick, then you feel awkward, then let me know. We're just gonna drop it. But this other time, I went to have my blood drawn, and there was this young nurse, and she got very stressed, and she tried to get my blood. And again, she tried one arm, then she tried the other, then she tried one palm of my hand, then she tried the other. She got some blood out of me, but unfortunately it turned out that it wasn't enough to get all of the tests done. So I had to come back, but she told me to come on that different day, because then there's her older colleague who is so much more skilled on drawing the blood. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come another day. So I came another day, and I go to her and I tell her that I'm supposed to get my blood drawn, but I was, you know, the other girl tried, but she didn't succeed. And the lady, it was like a slightly older lady. She was a head shorter than me, tiny, I would say. But she was no nonsense, but she was also very nice. And she was like, okay, do you faint? I said, yes. And she, okay, so sit here. Have you drank water? I said, yes, I drank a lot of water. I tried to be prepared. Okay, fine. And she said, since supposedly it's hard to get your blood drawn, then instead of a drippy needle, we're gonna use the syringe, the traditional way. And I was like, oh, okay. So she came to me with a syringe, and she was like, 1, 2, 3, and she just pulled the syringe out of my hand. She had so much blood. I was like, Jesus Christ, what happened? It was so fast, and I was about to faint. So she just took me under her arm. This tiny lady who was a head shorter than me manhandled me onto like this bed that was next to me. And she just told me to you know, lie down there for a second. And it was like a pediatrician's office, so I was laying there on this bed surrounded by plushies. It was fantastic. Oh god, wait, have I missed anything? Ah. Yes, because it's letters and diary entries. Yes, yes, yes. Dracula Daily is just little snippets of the book happening in real time. Nervous nurses who act like they know what they are doing make my veins shy. It's like they know the nurse will fuck up, so they hide even more. They go into snake eater mode stealth. Where's the geese? With the geese? What geese? Anyway. Hello. Hello, hi, Sigam, and hello, everyone, again. Wait, I had another story. So, another time I had my blood taken a couple of years ago, and it was horrible because I was very chill that day, and I was prepared. I was ready to get my blood taken. And I sat there in a chair, confident, just, you know, vibing. And the nurse comes in, and she is supposed to get my blood drawn, and she just, you know, sticks a needle into my arm, and then I hear, oops. It's not something you want to hear from a nurse. And I like, oops, what do you mean? No, nothing. Everything is fine, don't worry about it. She pierced my vein. I had a bruise the size of a golf ball, and it was dark. It was black. It was black the next day. It was the worst bruise I had in my life. Why would she even say oops? I guess it was just, you know, a reflex. But enough about that. Why do I have so many stories about, you know, getting the blood taken out of you? I have so many stories from weird, like, injuries and such, but enough about that. I hope you guys are staying healthy. I hope you all are, you know, having spring in your step and all of that. I hope you are keeping yourself hydrated, well rested, medicated, and all of that. Mine was black and purple, but the bruise itself was awful. Yeah, I wish I had a picture from that time because it was really horrible. It was even worse than the bruises I got from like a fencing training I had. And those were also pretty bad. But yeah, generally there are like a couple of nurses that did a fantastic job. Like the one lady that distracted me with the talk about sweet buns and donuts. I barely felt the needle, to be honest. She was so good at her job. But yeah, it's a tough job to, you know. I can't imagine stabbing somebody on purpose. I could never, you know, be a nurse. So, you know, on one hand, huge respect to all, you know, medical workers. But on the other hand, what is wrong with you? You stab people for a living. Are you okay? Wait, Uchao, you are getting training in that. So, you good? I hope you're good. No, but generally, I hope you all are, you know, well. I think I'm having a sugar rush, so that is why. In other news, I spent like, I'm just gonna be cleaning teeth, man. But that is fine. That is fine. You know, that is fine. Also very scary, but that is fine. I mean, not cleaning teeth is scary, but like dentists are kind of scary. But I wish you many good and cooperative patients. Oh, Mr. Sandman, give me that anesthesia. Less scary than dentist. Oh, okay. I thought this was like a strictly for the dentist. But interesting, we're getting some Uchao lore in the chat. I wanted to say something. Oh, right. Yesterday, spent 2.5, almost 3 hours, you know, yapping with a friend. I can't believe it. She convinced me. She didn't have to try hard, to be honest. I was already considering it, but she convinced me to install. And again, I am misremembering the title. It is not Crusader Kings. It is Kingdom Come Deliverance. So yeah, I'm playing a little Czech boy. And it is surprisingly fun. She also tries to convince me to play it in Czech. I mean, it's pretty close to Polish. It's probably gonna be very funny. But so far, I just got like out of the tutorial, and I've been playing it in English because I like to understand what I'm listening to. Even this Polish game, I'm playing in English, you know? Folded like a camping chair on a windy summer outing. I was ready. I was absolutely ready to fold, you know? I was half folded. I just needed a gentle push, to be honest. We were talking, and in that moment, I just clicked download on Steam. But the thing is, she's also a huge Fallout New Vegas fan. And Metal Gear. But these I'm never gonna play. I mean, Fallout New Vegas I tried to play. I can't finish it for some reason. I like the open world of Fallout 3 more than a little on the rails experience of Fallout New Vegas. But still, I can appreciate it's a good game. With Metal Gears, I kind of have... I kind of just dislike Kojima. and that is... I even want to play Death Stranding because the gameplay is... I want to play that game. I just want to walk. It just appeals to me, you know? Delivering packages appeals to me. But I wish I could play it without a story. The 40-minute cutscene! It was already excessive when I was playing Yakuza, but because I enjoyed playing Yakuza, I managed to survive it. But Death Stranding 40-minute cutscene, it's just no. And Metal Gear, I'm not sure. I'll deliver you a package. Oh, but Mr. Delivery person, I have nothing. I have no cash with me. Anyway, but enough about that. Wait, I just let's get back to the game because I kind of want to, you know, tell the doctor to back off.
These gentlemen had a moment of weakness, but I can see they're better now. Let them leave.
Did you hear the man? We'll go then.
What kind of underground solidarity is that? We'll put you all in solitary.
Solidarity and solitary? Oh shit! Oh, I'm gonna put the doctors into hospital. I mean, that's their place, I guess. Man, the center pays. What are you talking about? The 40-minute cutscenes are part of the experience. You go in expecting it. But what if I don't want to? Wait. Just upgrades. Nothing to adjust here, and I don't think... Yeah, I don't have any... Okay. I guess we fight. You have vulnerability to... Okay, Veles. Upure. Reduces impact on owner's focus. Okay. Lelek or Morana? Okay. Who's the first? You are the first to attack, and also I need my Upure to get ya. Okay, let's start with the quick. Or wait. Didn't I have a attack that empowered my ghosty? Huh. Okay. I'll have to check that because reduces focus, removes all negative states from you. Okay, let's do this. Because he only has 2 focus, that means I can easily get rid of him. Okay, reduces focus and restores my focus, so let's do that. And let me switch to Veles and get this guy. Yeah, 50% chance to interrupt him. Let's do that. Thank you, Ishi. Ha. Okay, and now 1-shot kill. And you... For you, I need Lelek or Morana. Reduces... interrupts an enemy's planned action, but that takes a while. She's not very fast, that one, unfortunately. Inflicts damage. Okay, so this is basically, this is not gonna deal any damage, but it is gonna disable his traits. So that is important. One down. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Okay, so you, my man. Let me... I don't have any negative traits, which is... negative effects, which is good. Oh, this one increases damage from the Salutar's next attack. Let me do that, but I'm gonna switch to this guy, because he's very power-driven. Suffering. Inflict damage equal to 8 for each enemy affected by suffering. Nobody is in suffering state, so that is not great. And this takes a long time. Oh well, but it is gonna deal a lot of damage, so I'm happy with that. And this. Bonk. And you are going to die, sir, from my ghosty. So let me switch to this one. Increases the damage from the Salutar's next attack and casts suffering. Yeah, let's do that. Eat him! Very good. I am afraid this doctor will need some medical attention. Ah! Ow, my face! My beautiful face. The skill additionally casts the state of a random enemy. You know what, let's try to do quick attack, and you will do, oh, this, and kill the enemy. Yeah, let's do that. Bonk. And another one. Beautiful. Ghosty, just eat him. Aww.
We need more such companions in hardship.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Where did you get savage like that?
Why are you so curious?
I mean, I just
Give
helped
him a
you.
break. We owe him that much. You were outnumbered by the Ruskies.
Oh.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go before you tell him the story of your life.
I rewatched the Avalon movie, and I'm pretty sure most of the actors and actresses are in fact Polish in one way or another. So it might have been joint effort for Japan and the Polish people to work on an artsy film together. Yes, absolutely it was. It absolutely was. There were a couple of pretty well-known, at least in the Polish scene, well-known actors that played in that movie. It was a pretty big deal when it was being made. So yeah, everybody wanted to be an, international production. Everybody wanted to get involved with that. Hospital. Where do I go? Mirov. Okay, let's go to Mirov, I guess. Search father's study. Wait, that is at home. Yeah, so let's go back home. Let me search father's study before I go to Mirov. But from what I heard, it's best to watch Avalon with Japanese dubbing, because unfortunately Polish voice acting is not the best. Jesus, I'm not even talking to you. Why are there so many people in front of my house at night? Okay, father's study is upstairs, if I remember correctly. Grażynka, are you here? No, I think she left for the day. Ligia? Sister? Are you home? Get some sleep. Maybe sometimes we should do that. What's that? Neatly folded letter. Dear Miss Schulska, let me be honest. You are not my first choice. Your face is common, your excessive independence and tendency to wear pants are disturbing, and the annoyed expression frequently present on your face makes your eyebrows look like two angry badgers. Moreover, you are intelligent, which bodes no good in a woman. We both know living with you would be a source of incessant migraines and nuisance. Still, I am willing to offer marriage. I think that in the aforementioned circumstances, my offer is more than generous. Please consider Ignacy Wokulski. Wow, what a nag. I'm jumping on the occasion. Just wow. And it's right next to the furnace where it's placed. One doesn't go to a Michael Bay movie and not expect to see the most wretched, poorly constructed trash whose sole claim to quality is a string of plotless explosions surpassed in intellectual merit by the average fireworks display, with not even nostalgia value due to completely missing the point of the original work. You just don't watch or accept that you're about to make the worst possible use of the next 2 hours. What? What? One doesn't play a Kojima game and not expect two guys to talk for 45 minutes about nuclear war while kissing. I accept that it's not for you, or make a coffee before the characters meet up. Yeah, I just accept it's not for me. I just don't. I prefer to, Grażynka! What do you have there? An old letter, a very generic letter. Strange that someone kept it. Beneath the neat letters pulses a deeply hidden thaumaturgic message. Are you looking for a Kabbalist outside of Warsaw? Don't bother. One of the best is closer than you think. Isaac Soffer of the Norzik Synagogue. I understand, Loomis, and I absolutely agree that some things are just not for me. List of father's properties. There are a lot of them, but most are well-known addresses in and outside the city, except for one. Ooh! I bet it's a place where he used to, meet up with what was her name? She supposedly died in that boat. It's long and convoluted and describes how only the sons of Abraham can create living bodies out of clay. Stinks of misogyny. He slams the book on the desk and violently turns its pages, tearing the paper between trembling fingers. He's vexed. He pauses to think about the curse of Abraham that was placed upon him. There must be a solution. There must be. Wait! So Father knew about the curse. And now it's following us because Father is dead.
I have to find their meeting place.
An ordinary wooden box, nothing special. The box is seemingly empty, yet at the bottom rests a clear and precise thought that wasn't left there by accident. It was laid out carefully by the skilled mind of a thaumaturge. The message is short: let us meet. A suspicious address and a message that only another thaumaturge could read. It smells of mystery and conspiracy. This is exactly what Konieczkin and Svetlana were talking about. Svetlana, that was her name. We're talking about. I should check it out. Svetlana.
Synagoga Nożyków, Mirów.
The cylindrical medallion conceals a protective incantation in Hebrew. The words engraved on the amulet exude regret, and the message enchanted in the locket whispers a warning. The echo of Golem's curse smells of dark Kabbalah and remorse. I feel something else, a trace. I recognize it. It was in the ruins of the tenement house under which my father died. Isaac Sofer. Oh, okay. Wasn't that... Rabbi Sofer from Nozik Synagogue cast the golem curse on Father. Interesting, especially given the fact that the two were seemingly friends. On the other hand, destroying important relationships was Father's favorite pastime, so it doesn't surprise me. If I want to get rid of Golem, I should go to Mirov. Oh, a clue. Okay. Grażynka, can we talk? Oh, I can't speak with Grażynka. Okay, so we know where to go next. But yeah, going back to, you know, Kojima, I think I can call myself a certified hater. As in, somehow everything he creates just is exhausting for me. And there's just so many things that seem to have this weird dissonance, I think that's the word. That, you know, it's almost as if it's deep, but then something happens that just breaks that. And like for example, you know, I think the best example is how Death Stranding, supposedly about, you know, the state of the world, making connections and such. And that motherfucking monster placement. Or, you know, political commentary of other games and Quiet. My god. It just pulls me out of it, you know? This weird dissonance. Anyway, I'm getting close to, I think, controversial topics, so maybe. So maybe I should. Should I go for the curse or should I go for the friends? I think I'm gonna go for the curse because it's theoretically there's more immediate danger. Wait, but there's still in Mirov there's this marketplace that I need to visit, and there's this ghostie that I need to catch. Yes. Should I go there first? Where am I supposed to go with? Here. The synagogue. Where is it? Oh, there's a different barber in here. Cool. Oh, the synagogue is right here. Let me go sightseeing a little bit because I'm still looking for inspiration for my friend.
Hi, Auntie.
What? Hi, Sigam. Welcome. Bazaar. Ooh! Well, that was easy. Yeah, I don't think I've been to this part. Huh? What's this? The world around us. Announcements. Tonight, we expect to observe unusual phenomena in the sky. Mordecai Eisenbaum argues and invites all astronomy enthusiasts to his studio to look out together for a passing comet. We don't need to introduce this inventor to our readers. The last issue featured an extensive interview about the new telescope designed by Eisenbaum. It is certainly a good idea to take advantage of this invitation. Interesting. A copy of the popular science paper opened on the middle page. Mordecai Eisenbaum invites everyone to his apartment to observe unusual phenomena in the sky. I forgive him for quiet because it's now fairly well known how much a bad time he was having at that point and how much his mental health was in the tank. It's not typical of his work. Maybe is it atypical of his work? Because if I remember correctly, wait, one of his
That's him, the one with the book.
Yeah, I do have a book.
Oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet?
What?
So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
I'm just sightseeing.
Miruv don't kid around with them.
Ask who wants to ask you to leave. Yeah, sure.
And who am I supposedly bothering?
And you've wasted the chance to keep your mouth shut. We'll cure this posh boy of his nosiness, you can bet.
You can certainly try. But, Loomis, I wanted to, one of the first games that Kojima worked on was Police Knots. And it had a very specific mechanic where you could fondle the women that were on screen. And it didn't do anything. It was just there. It didn't add anything to the story. It didn't add anything to the, I don't know, it didn't give you any achievement or special item or whatever. It was just so you could fondle the women. So I'm having a hard time being understanding towards Kojima and how he treats women in his games. You know. But enough about that. I need how many points? I need 2. I only have 1. I need to... I'll look for the video that talked about it. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it wasn't in the video that Action Button made about Takimeki Memorial. I think because he was talking at first about the first like visual novels, and I think Police Knots was mentioned there, and the option to, you know. They just die and bad things happen to them. No big deal. Yeah, it's just Tuesday, right? Hidden negative state on the attacker. That sucks. Okay, Upur Bukovac and Veles. Who's going first? This guy's going first. It is Tuesday! Isn't it? It is! Indeed it is Tuesday! Indeed it is Tuesday. Okay, so I need... Let's start with... What do you do? Immune... Reduce damage. You know what? So I think I am gonna start with this one. Cast Suffering. That's gonna disable his talent. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna bonk you. There we go. Fantastic. So you have Suffering and reduce the impact on owner's focus by 1. It still feels like a Monday in my brain, but it seems I haven't fully woken up. I thought you said cat suffering. The cats are suffering every day. The bowl is not as full as they wished it would be. Cast suffering on this guy too, you know? And you inflict cast suffering on enemy if the enemy's health. Okay. Inflicts didn't you have for each enemy affected by okay, so let's do that. Because we should have 2 enemies affected by suffering now. Oh! An ad break happening right now. You know what? I am gonna use the ad break to take a break. I will be right back. Hello again. I have returned. Okay, where are we? Wait, we can get rid of this guy pretty easily. He has low focus. Oh, but I can't... Oh, I can't reduce his focus because I need Velas to attack him first. Fine. In the meantime... Wait, why is my attack slowed down? Slows my skill. Okay, that is rude. Ow. Ow. And the last one. Ugh. Okay. So for you, my dude, I need Velas. Gives 50% chance the damage to be tripled, but it's very slow. Yeah, let's do this. Hopefully interrupting the enemy attack. Very good. Very nice. Dude is almost dead. He's got 5 points of health and should be dead in 2 rounds, I think. But okay, let me do this. For you I need Upur, but I would prefer Lelek, but because I wanted to sell this one. I don't want to be slowed down anymore. Okay, but let's heal ourselves. And lowers the damage taken. Yes, that's gonna be good. Yes. All right. Ow. Ow. And the last. Okay. This dude died. Goodbye. Now, since we have this, let me use Lelek and remove negative effects from me and give them to my enemy. I only have this complications, but still, we can get rid of those. And yeah, restore my focus and reduce his. That's only fair. Oh wait, what do I have now? Terror? God damn it. Okay, let me punch you. But that means he should get those negative traits instead of me. Ha 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 ha! There we go. There we go, my dude. Let me reduce your focus a little bit more. And in the meantime, you shall get Velas. Who possibly hiding, oh? Get tripped on. Very good. Okay, and now I can finish you off. And you... Let me send maybe... Interrupts enemy's planned action. Yeah, let me send Morana. She's gonna reduce your focus. I'm getting better at this. The guy is just too scared to attack me. Yep. And you will... Yeah, inflicts damage equal to 8 times the enemy's missing focus. He's so dead. Oh! She just pulled the blood out of him. Oof. That was rough. Okay, okay. This, what's that? Patched jacket. It looks heavy. The jacket is bitten by harsh curses tossed around in pent-up rage at his wife, who dared to criticize the threadbare, checkered fabric and the ragged patches. It's his favorite jacket. So what if he looks like a beggar in it? He doesn't have to be dapper. He's there, and that's enough. Whatever that means. But I wonder if that's gonna be also for my cloth sewing friend, cloth making friend. What's in here? Barber. The other barber that we have is he's usually doing his job on, oh god, dead people, because he works next to the cemetery and he's preparing, you know, bodies for the funeral. It always makes me laugh when he says that I'm his most talkative client. What do we have here? Can't really tell. Oh, it's my family shop. Okay. Okay, okay. I couldn't see the name, but our shop should be on the other side of the street. Somewhere there. Oh. Admire the view. Gościnny dwór. Got some XP for that. Oh! And there. This is our shop. Who's that lady living above our shop? Also, I love that Ligia changed the sign at the top. It's not Stanisław Szulski anymore. Now it's Ligia Szulska. Wait, no. There is still Stanisław Szulski and Ligia Szulska over there. Sis. Remove father. He's no longer with us. Now it's your business. Disregard his legacy. Create your own. Okay, let me snoop around this place, looking for the ghostie. I see. Some glitter. Placed out of the way, but in the marketplace you don't get much peace and quiet anywhere. The bench that should be a place of rest and respite, remembers rather the pure anger and frustration radiating from the people who sought a moment of peace here. Their boss is driving them mad. How long are they going to put up with it? And another one. Apple core. If that's what it takes to find Jin, then fine, I will touch it! Bite after bite, he sank his teeth into the apple as emotions continued churning in his heart, driving him to the edge of reason. They keep doing everything the man asks, and he won't even toss them a kopieka. The apple core landed in the mud along with the remnants of his patience. A frustrated person. Okay, familiar trait, so maybe it's somebody that I know. Or at least met. Oh. Met. What's in here? African daisy lying on the stall next to some plates. The flower smells strongly of satisfaction and complacency blossoming in the heart. Someone has left it here as a sincere greeting and continued on their way, allowing the emotions to bloom in it quickly. Let's see. Cuda nie widzę. Duszy... What? Featuring the catchy slogan promising to make all wishes come true, there's a faint glow of hope radiating from a signboard. A hope that the slogan will catch on, people will be interested, and plenty of them will come inside. Wait. Duszy, tęsknoty, umysłu, pragnienia, tu spełniają się twe życzenia. Okay, so basically it says, like, cuda nie widzę means never before seen miracles. Yearnings of the soul. Desires of your mind. Here your wishes will come true, basically. It rhymes in Polish, but in English not really. Maybe if I gave it a little more thought, I could find a rhyme, but I am no poet. A bust. It appears to be as genuinely old and valuable as the price suggests. A hand moved across the bust as thought buzzed in the head like bees in spring. No can do. It's too heavy, especially since the other hand has to carry these damn flowers until they are sold. A thief? The bust seems to be missing a head. Oh, and... watch. A nice looking pocket watch. There's a panicked thought roaming around the watch to leave it after all. It would be a shame to get caught due to carelessness. Perhaps the seller won't notice other items are missing. A thief. Interesting. There is clearly a thief prowling the marketplace that seems to be selling daisies as a cover. Finding this thief shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, but I have to do that during the day. There used to be... Okay, so I need to come back here during the day when people are here. Okay, so let's go to that synagogue. Old pharmacy. Oh right, that's the place where the lecture was. Okay. Ah, sorry, horsey. Piekarnia. What's happening there? I'm just snooping, don't mind me. Okay, let's go inside and see who sent the golem after us, because I would very much like to, you know, not be in danger. Let me just look around first, but I don't see any clues, so I guess we just talk with the guy. Hello. Evening.
Hello.
You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. It's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Oh.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
Ah.
I can do it.
Quiet.
What?
You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
Oh.
So, let's go down to the basement.
And fix the found.
Oh no, definitely not there.
What? What's wrong
What's
with
in
the
the
basement?
basement that's so frightening?
Hashem, something down there reeks so awful.
Ah.
Come now, don't be silly.
Ah. Skeletons in the basement. Yeah. Oh.
Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cells and his name comes up.
Jeez.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm
Oh.
afraid.
Let me let that through. Is she? Vaporwave. Yes, I've heard about Vaporwave. Yes, yes, yes. Aww. I don't know what one has to do with the other, but okay. Hi, Robo. How are you doing? Aw, I love being described like that. Favorite, freak, affectionate.
My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago.
No.
Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
All systems nominal. I'm so glad to hear that. Can I help?
I understand, Rabbi. And if someone were to help you with these workers?
In the words of the market woman trying to tempt a Jewish man into idolatry,
Oh my.
what harm would it do?
I understand.
It has to do one with the other because I wasn't a full-blown issue. No, that's why. Okay. Oh. The roof must be leaking in more than one place. The mirror of the water reflects a thought, pure and strong like a hailstone. The house of God cannot resemble a ruin. It's not right. Something must be done about it while there's still time. Uh-huh. Oh? A ladder? It's worn out. It must have seen many renovations. The ladder was placed with vigor and a deep conviction that the work on restoring the house of God is an honor and a good deed that will surely be noticed by the almighty and heavenly host. Such work is a treasure. What else? What else? Rubble? The crack runs from the ground all the way to the roof of the synagogue, from which water steadily drips. The crack in a wall hides the fear of righteous divine punishment, exacted upon those who truly deserve it. After all, things would be different if such was God's will. Someone had to have committed many sins to cause the synagogue to be in its current state. Why? I suddenly forgot how to read. The roof must be leaking. The roof is on fire. He got stuck in the air vent in the basement. We were never able to get him out. Maybe that's the smell. The workers are pious, but their fate has led them to different conclusions. The younger one wants to renovate the temple of God's glory as fast as possible. The older one fears that restoring that which God's will has destroyed is a sin. I should make sure that the prevailing interpretation is the one that aligns with my goals. Wow. Wow. Manipulate? I can manipulate the junior. But wait, can I go to the basement first? Why should I manipulate the junior? Okay, let's do it, I guess. Strengthen the younger one's resistance so he puts his foot down. Okay.
Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
Uh-oh.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sulfur. The old man cursed this place, especially these cellars.
So I'll go on my own and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me. But if this is your will...
I feel bad.
Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge.
They are so nice. Okay, your office, but can we go to the basement? Because I'm very curious what's in your basement, you know? Why does it stink? Supposedly. Okay, maybe... Oh, what's in there? Maybe I'm just too early. Maybe I need first to speak with the rabbi before I can do anything else. Okay. Oh dang, is that the book? That's the King in Yellow that I've been reading. What's that? Homilies about Shimon the Mage. Homilies about Shimon the Mage, chapter 15. When Shimon's apprentices created a golem without his supervision, it refused to obey them, going about and doing as it pleased. When they wanted to destroy it by means known to them, it did not react and continued to cause them trouble. Finally, they turned to their master in shame, and he said unto them, that which was created only as its birthplace can be destroyed. And so the apprentices lured the golem to where it has been created and crumbled into dust. Interesting. Help me, step repairer. Help me, step ladder. I didn't know you gotten that. I didn't think you had started a main quest. The sound design we were able to come up with is just cheap audacity effect was insane. You know, sometimes you don't need like fancy tools to create something cool,
Please,
you
tell
know?
me what problem brought you here.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
Yeah.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing.
Truly.
Maybe, Rabbi, you could tell me something about golems.
Son of Stanisław, golems are a matter of Kabbalah, and you are not allowed to study them.
I mean...
It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly. And you claim that Sofer supposedly sent a golem?
Yes.
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yeah, tell me about him.
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful Thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
Huh? Wait. Both a Thaumaturge and a oh. You need to multi-class to summon a golem, apparently. Yeah, who can summon
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so.
Truly.
In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the 3 Hebrew letters spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it. In an attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body. That leaves mes, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in that.
It's so funny that at first he told me that, you know, speaking of golems, it's you know, secret knowledge, and I cannot be seeking it out. But now he's telling it to be himself. So thanks, man.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No. And I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
Joke's on you, I
I'm
have
afraid
none.
that I won't find anything more here. Thank you, Rabbi.
I am a witch, I have no soul. Bitten fountain pen, an expensive fountain pen with a bitten tip. Someone here doesn't concern themselves with worldly possessions. The words left his throat but stopped at the bitten end of the pen and refused to march further. The rabbi wanted to confess everything, to talk about the motives that guided Stanislav's actions. He didn't, though, in the name of the greater good. The greater good.
Mordechai Chayat. What do you know?
Porcelain cup. The dregs at the bottom are covered in mold. The cup has been here for a long time. The words of a plea made over a cup of tea cower near the mold. A plea to cast the golem's curse. Justice for the sins committed against Mordecai and his community. Shulsky should experience the wrath of the sons of Abraham. He must suffer just punishment. Well. You have no soul? Were you defeated? That's a good one. A prescription for heart-strengthening liquor. The doctor's handwriting is hardly neat, but radiates profound care for his companion. Letters stretch out with tenderness, wanting to ease the suffering of a friend, a special person with whom one shares the same ideals and the same mission, one meant to change the face of the world. Interesting. That's a very like, interesting thought. Change the world in what way? Did they have like a secret society thing?
Rabbi?
I'm listening.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horovitz. But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Interesting.
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
The rabbi says that Abraham Horowitz left behind an abandoned pharmacy on the edge of Mirov, as well as sadness in the hearts of the members of his community. Nevertheless, his disappearance was accompanied by strange rumors mentioning the Okrana and the Socialists, a potentially dangerous mix.
Mordechai Chayat. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here in Miruf, but I admit he doesn't really come to see me.
Is he alive?
Maybe there are other things I could be of more help with.
Nah, thank you.
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for you.
Thanks, I'll need it. Interesting. I still feel there should be something in a basement. Wait, what if there's... Yeah, let's inspect the pharmacy first. And then we can go to Mordechai. If he's still alive. I suspect he's not. Where's the pharmacy? Family shop. Old pharmacy. Yeah, why did I think it was the old bookshop where we had the lecture? Oh. Oh, ghosty.
What do you want to tell me, friend?
In a second.
Nothing can be kept secret from me.
It has an interesting diamond pattern. There are some words of anxious explanation entangled in the fringe. So what if the scarf is in the men's department? The diamonds would go great with the lace. And if I add shoes I took from Yannick, it will be perfect. Fashion is for the bold. And beautiful. Everyone can see the way you are, whether you wear silk or a paper bag, whether your style is classic, avant-garde, or casual. Tartan, argyle, lace, spirals, embroidery, and golden threads. Everything matches everything. You can get away with anything as long as you wear it with confidence. That is so true. Praying for far mercy. I'm gonna put the harm in pharmacy. Oh? What? What are you?
And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Laugh all you want, but I really can't see it. I can't help it.
Aww, Mauricio was laughing at us. Why are you being mean about it, sir? Oh! What? Wait. Did I get lost? What? 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 Huh? Huh? 7th birthday, and I learned valuable lesson. Don't respect those who can read their secrets. I won't actually get... What? Did I get lost in that memory? Maybe I was... Find your way in the fog. Maybe I was taking too much time.
And the teacher said, Victor, is the rat here in the classroom with us right now? I almost pissed myself.
Laugh all you want, but I really can't see it. I can't help it.
Okay, so not that way, but this way? And here? Here? Oh!
Victor, promise me that the whispers of these salutors of yours won't turn you into a cynic like your father.
I promise, Mother. I'd rather not change at all, much less into Father.
Aha! Okay. This way. And here? What? No. Okay.
You'll see! My Oper will out...
What? Where am I supposed to go? I thought I was supposed to go towards the red lanterns, but... Not necessarily? Maybe I need to follow the sound more. Oh! Okay.
I've been carrying it with me for half a lifetime.
Mother gave us the book?
I remember there was someone else here.
Dad?
He wasn't happy. He thought I wasn't ready yet. Yes. Maybe he was right.
I mean, but if we already saw the ghosts, wouldn't it be better if we started learning about them? Oh, are you okay, my dude? My dear, we are meeting again this evening for bridge, at the usual place. I'll need a resolute partner this time, so I hope you will not refuse my invitation. Give my name at the entrance, and the host will show you your place. I may be a little late. Stay in good health and see you there. J.N. A small note with today's date tucked in a sealed envelope. You should take someone's seat and play a game of bridge. Just show up in the evening at the usual place and give the full name to a person with the initials J.N. Yeah, that's gonna be easy. Wait. I was supposed to go to the pharmacy. Oh. On my 14th birthday, he did look 14 over there. He looked 10. That's not how 14-year-old boy looks like. Oh god. My mother gave me a grimoire. I made a pact with Upjurden. I was proud, but my father didn't think I was ready. Maybe he was right. Okay, but let's go back here and go to the pharmacy. A priest, a shaman, and a rabbit walk into a bar. They start talking about their blood types. The priest says, I'm type A+. The shaman says, I'm type AB-. The rabbit says, I think I'm a type O. That's a very good joke. Oh, well. The windows are boarded up and the books... doors... I can't read. Doorstep is covered with a thick layer of dust. The pharmacy was the jewel in the neighborhood's crown until it wasn't. Customers took their businesses elsewhere, which wouldn't have been such a bad thing if not for their whispers. Whispers of the place having a bad aura, which forever destroyed that which was once good about it. Wait! Did they call on the golem, but it backfired on them as well? Empty pomade container? I can see the bottom. Gone is the sheen of pomade. The box is densely covered with words of matter-of-fact calculation and focus on the goal. Carrying out the command will require the explosion to be spectacular. It must shake the very foundation of the Tsar's empire, and that will require more pomade, much more. But how can one get it when the Tsar's dog are tracking one's every move? Wait, there was this lady that I met at the very beginning of the game, and I think she was dealing in the pomade. Thank you, Robo. Sometimes I have a cute giggle, sometimes I cackle like a witch. It has rings from glasses and cups on it. Someone wasn't using a coaster. The destroyed wood of the windowsill is filled with the fear of revenge from the people he ultimately failed to help. People who will come, not for medicine, but to wring his neck. But this is still better than the fate the Thaumaturge will inflict on him. Shulsky is the one to be feared. Mordecai blames father for the disappearance of Abraham Horowitz, but he does not know the whole truth. Horowitz was involved in a dangerous game between the Socialist and the Okrana, which sooner or later would have put many people in danger. Stanisław Szulski got rid of the apothecary in cold blood, but he did it in the name of greater good. I mean, cool motive, still murder. There's light coming in over there. So it does not look so abandoned. Also considering there are like, what's the word? Candles. Okay, I think it's high time I spoke with Mordechai. Where is he though? He's also in Mirov. But where? Oh. Oh. Oh, the laundry, right. Oh, camera, please cooperate with me. People keep doing stuff in there. Who is this great Tagird? People keep doing stuff in their name. I don't know, but they are very popular, apparently.
You're talking nonsense!
By Abraham's beard, that's the way it was.
Hello?
Did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Oh no. Oh no.
Did you wander in here by mistake?
No.
You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning. Mr.
Hi,
Shulsky.
Auntie.
Hi, Blake.
I was interested in this giant you mentioned to the fishmonger.
I can't help you. Rabbis are the ones who deal with golems.
I mean, I didn't say anything about
I
it.
didn't say anything about golems.
I'm afraid I can't help you. And now, if you like...
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I
No.
have warm feelings for the store. And his father as well.
Truly. Something eludes me.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
Truly.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
He's a tough nut to crack.
You're not telling me everything.
I don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell.
I'm gonna now touch everything in your apartment. An old coin worth 30 kopieki. The coin is soaked through with irritation brought on by a failed attempt at reconciliation. How long can you keep explaining things to someone who refuses to listen? Once you've been found guilty, there's nothing that will change that. No fact or plea. Anger is all that remains. Oh, and it's a trace from my father? A group photograph in the office. Father and Mordechai on the store's opening day. They look happy. The photograph is covered with a thick layer of regret and disappointment. Mordechai really believed in all of it, in friendship, in good intentions, and in the fact that Stanisław Szulski was a good person. Unfortunately, he was wrong. All that was left of the friendship was bitterness. Mordechai Hayat was father's friend and colleague until Stanisław Szulski did something that awoke hatred in his friend. Whatever it was, it pushed Mordechai to the edge, and he asked Rabbi Sofer to cast the golem curse. Unfortunately, once father died, the curse passed on to me. Thanks, Papa. It's a pity about how the road to hell is paved. Yes. With good intentions.
Something else you need?
Yeah, so listen, I found this thing.
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
A situationship, more likely.
Mr. Szulski, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Truly.
Liar.
Liar!
Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Szulski. Especially.
Oh, we don't have a problem with that.
Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove, especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
No, but you know people who
But
may.
you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
Quit grumbling. Turns out he left you two things. Yeah, golem trying to kill me, and a book that's missing. What? What is that? No! Accuse him of having asked for the golem to be made. Say you know about Abraham Horowitz.
I know about the pharmacist.
Beg your pardon?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
I mean, maybe...
Community. Something you Szulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else.
Truly.
Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Well, that's not
Was
very...
it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to teach my father a lesson, and you did. It's too bad innocent people died in the process. The building that collapsed on Stanisław, it was inhabited by people. Now all that's left of them are some damaged items. That's what happens every time the golem physically manifests. Random people lose their lives due to its untamed power.
No, it can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
Well...
I don't think the punishment is adequate for the crime. Horowitz had something on his conscience. He must have, if both the Ochrana and the Socialists were interested in him. And what my father did... I can't believe I'm saying this, but his motives seem noble.
Oh, do they?
There's no trace of cruelty in his actions. He didn't do it for his own profit, but for some kind of greater good.
Without any specifics, those are just words.
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't reveal that he knew Stanisław. He also knew that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't have anything to do with this, Mordechai. Just like I have nothing to do with my father's actions. I am connected to them only by my blood.
But...
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Oh my god.
Where?
Dude, I don't want to go into any second location.
Some client of yours will smack me around.
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
The stink in the... Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
The stink in the basement!
We'll stop to get Feldman. He should see this too.
Feldman? Oh! Well then, Rabbi. You're gonna see what the community was about. What secrets are you keeping in your basement? Skeletons, I bet. And golems. Oh? Let's be honest, it keeps the ceiling from collapsing, but it looks ready to collapse itself. Hardly encouraging. The column trembles with the fear of the man who was watching the summoning ritual. Golem, the embodiment of a salutor, was being born in an incredible yet terrifying spectacle that was more like a nightmare than a beautiful dream. Let me take a look around a little bit more. Destroyed wall. So this is how Golem got out. This hole explains Feldman's problem with the roof. Stones crack, crumble and fall. The wall crumbles into dust. Faced with a brutal inhuman strength fueled only by hatred, emptiness, and destruction. Buckets of clay. The clay was probably used to create the golem. Pieces of a dilemma attached themselves to the then wet clay. On the one hand, animating a golem is an extreme measure, reckless even. On the other, that louse Shulsky had it coming. Given his crimes, no punishment is too great or severe. Are you certain? Are you sure about that? Inscribed material. Material with a painstakingly inscribed Hebrew incantation. Words of deep connection hovered over the material. Any mistake, even the smallest slip in the placed incantation may spell failure or the death of the Kabbalist. Therefore, keep calm and proceed slowly with precision. The stakes are high. Isaac. This is where Golem that chased down and killed father was summoned. And now it's after me! I thought salutors couldn't take on a physical form, but I was wrong. The Kabbalah and hatred are capable of bending even the fundamental laws of thaumaturgy. I can't undo this on my own, and I need an ally. Where's Rasputin when you need him? I bet he would help me. He's my friend, my bestie, my...
So,
Wait.
no wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling.
Well, that's...
A lovely metaphor, Hashem.
I was about to say the
what
same!
Here had nothing to do with Hashem, did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
Fuck it, everything.
What do you remember from the moment you summoned the golem?
Nothing. I don't want to go back to that.
Ugh. Whatever, okay.
As you wish.
Unlike your father, you understand the word no.
Oh, wow.
This place won't tell me anymore.
And what have you learned?
Mm-hmm.
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
Is that your worry, Rabbi?
The clay formed a shell that Sopher infused with the saluter.
Sopher told me to bring clay. Sticky and cold. I can't say how many of those buckets there were. Hours sculpting the Colossus until my hands went numb.
I mean, a price to pay.
Clay absorbing my anger, as if my rage was making it take shape on its own.
There's probably something to it.
That must have been horribly exhausting.
What's a few hours in exchange for a curse that lasts generations?
Yeah.
These are the remains of some fabric that Sopher wrote something on in Hebrew, I think. This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything. That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sopher.
A Thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Indeed.
Do you know one, Rabbi?
There's only one name that comes to mind, but...
Ariel Roffe. A good-for-nothing, vengeful, godless scoundrel.
I know Ariel!
Strong words from your lips.
I've met him.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
Of course.
Well, I know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me.
Why?
But I'll look for him.
I think he
Clearly,
might.
the Shulsky family has an easy time getting into conflict with Jews.
No.
Come now, don't be silly.
There is just one thing I'd really like to know, Mr. Shulsky.
What is it?
Standing where you are now, what do you think about your father's responsibility in all of this?
You know what? We're gonna answer that after the break. I will. Be right back. I have a sandwich to eat. Hello again. I still have one more sandwich to eat. But that's gonna be for the next break. I found out my bestie quietly released new stuff to keep the meme alive. I'm so glad he went with it after all these. That's so nice, you know, keeping the meme alive. I got 2 buns right here. Waiting for an extra sandwich if you need it, Spongy. No, I have plenty to eat. Thank you so much. Like I said, some iron in my diet. I usually, for that, I eat beets. Love them beets. Beetroot soup is the best. So-called borscht. Okay, but what do you think about your father's responsibility in all this? Say that your father didn't deserve the curse. Admit that your fathers ought to have been punished. Declare that you're not going to judge them now. My father had to come in.
My father deserved everything he got. He made a mistake, and mistakes come with a cost.
What was this mistake?
Fucking existing. He let himself get caught. That he let the curse continue further?
He passed on this curse to my sister and me. This great Thaumaturge couldn't free himself from a curse, or didn't want to.
Mr. Shulsky, I knew Stanisław, and I know that he never wished you or your sister harm. It was my mistake. My fault.
Careful, you starting to defend the man you wanted to kill.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I will suffer my own punishment for that.
Who are you, or Sopher, to decide who deserves what punishment? All right, I think it's time for us to go. This place just makes the blood boil.
Aww.
Let's get Mr. Shulsky away from here. And stop by tomorrow. We'll have some tea and work through a few questions.
Okay.
Mr. Shulsky, I would like this to be our farewell.
We shall see about
I tell
that.
you from my heart, anger and pride are poor advisors. I know that firsthand, but it's too late for me. You can still save yourself. I'll be thinking of you.
shall we?
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
And here I thought my iron couldn't be beat. Not with that attitude. I will need the help of a Kabbalist to tame or get rid of Golem. Rabbi Feldman confirmed my fears. The only Kabbalist Thaumaturge he knows is Ariel Roth. But Ariel helped me! And maybe if I tell him that the Golem that killed Barszczyk was his name? If I tell him that, you know, he can help me get rid of the golem that killed his associate, maybe he will be up for it, you know? That's not my golem, you know? God damn it. Maybe I'm just too optimistic. Reduces focus at the end of every round. Increases health points. Oh wait, I should upgrade this one to better, or maybe it is already upgraded. No. Finishing argument just inflicts damage. Okay. Wait, so these are... Oh, these are all already bought. Okay, so I can just buy this. Or save the points for other ones. That would be ironic. Wow. Wow, you guys are on the roll tonight. Mordecai's office, old pharmacy. What time of day it is tonight? It's night. It's night. Is there anything I can do during the night? Mirov, a game of bridge, and I need to find information on the name of the person and location where it happens. So that's quite a lot of stuff that I need to know. I can just knock on the random doors, but it's all closed. I mean, these guys are playing something. I need to find clues. But I bet it's just gonna give me some XP. Oh, hello? New type of telescope, Pluto. You can rent it for a small fee and watch the wonders of the night sky. Ask for the following address. 513 Grzybowska Street.
Well.
Printout with torn corners. It was probably pinned somewhere. 513 Grzybowska Street is the address where for a small fee you can rent the new Pluto telescope. Mordecai Eisenbaum has constructed a new type of telescope which can be tested for a small fee. The perfect opportunity is tonight, as a comet will appear in the sky, so the inventor invites anyone willing to come to his apartment. Wait, Grzybowska Street? Where is it? I want to see the comet! Can you say that name again? Which one? Mordecai? Mordecai? Eisenbaum? The street. Grzybowska? Grzybowska Street. It means Mushroom Street. Thanks to Eisenbaum's invention, the comet was at arm's length. I wonder if it was a harbinger of good fortune or an imminent disaster. If you wanted to see a celestial body, surely it would be easier to just look in a mirror. Truly. Oh, look at it! Oh, so cool! Love these illustrations. They are so pretty. And it is morning. The fashion review, July. Look at this Chad przegląd modowy. The July's issue lead story is the debate on boundaries in fashion by renowned Warsaw tailors M. Haas and B. Malinowicz. When is wearing an extravagant item considered an expression of bold creativity, and when does it defy good taste? If you're going to take up stargazing, you have to comment to it. Wow. Oh, wow. Truly wow. But, oh god, I was thinking about something. I wanted to say something. Oh, right! When Robo, you asked me to say Grzybowska Street again. Reminded me how I once got a comment from somebody that, wow, your Polish is great! I was so touched when and I remember I told that person, like, well, I do hope so because I'm Polish, and they asked me, wow, so what, are your parents from Poland? And I was like, yeah, so am I, and I live in Poland, like, actually. And they were like, wait, what? Oh god. Or also, like, another time I went to this Korean restaurant, and because I wanted to pick up some food, and behind the counter was working this Korean lady, and I was speaking to her in English because well, she was speaking in English. Bro, just Nihongo Jozud in Polish. Yeah, exactly. Porando Jozud. Oh god. And yeah, so I was speaking with this Korean lady, and you know, we were just chatting while I was waiting for my order. And at one point she asked me, so how long have you been living in Poland? And I just said, oh, a while. I didn't have a heart to tell her that I am a native. I was just so taken by surprise. Back in like high school or something, I had discovered obscure Polish painter and Polish art. If you are looking for super specific vibes, and aesthetic Polish art should be your go-to. It's always super specific. Oh my god, are you talking about Beksiński? He's like, I think he's like one of the most well-known Polish painters abroad. Beksiński and oh god, what's her name? God, I went to her exhibit the other day. And I'm drawing a blank. Wait a second. Tamara Łępicka. Jesus, I couldn't remember. I remember there was something with L, but I couldn't remember if it was her first name or last name. So yeah, Tamara Łępicka is the other one that's usually known abroad. You went to an exhibit? Does that make you an exhibitionist? Like creating a drawing makes me a drawer. I also try to find even obscure stuff, but she's a good start. Oh. What other... I'm trying to think of other painters that can be known abroad, but Tamara and Beksiński are I think the most famous ones. Tamara, what? It's all over my face, and it was like, wait, Tamara, we haven't even left cheese yet. Also, Ishi, by the way, Tamara, I think she was pretty openly bisexual, if I remember correctly. And I remember when I went to the exhibit that was showing off her paintings, there were like, oh god, tens of her paintings, and only like 2 had men on them. All the other ones were women in various states of undress. And she had one favorite model that she kept painting over and over again. And if I remember correctly, there were like rumors that she was her girlfriend, and I was like, good for them. Love this for her, right? I mean, God, let women have hobbies. Thank you, Robo. I'm now a fan of her instantly. Same. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Somewhere. Okay. But, first, I want to catch that djinn. And I don't mean the alcohol, I mean like other spirit. Other type of spirit. Also, I really like her art style. Oh? Oh, what's in there? What's in here? Buy some hard candy. Yes. So many colors, textures, and smells, and yet you always end up getting the No. Victor, I'm so disappointed in you. The licorice one? Really? Ew. Ew! Blech! Her name sounds adorable too. Tamara Wempicka? I'm writing it down so I don't forget it. It's Lempicka in English, but it has W sound in the beginning, so it's like L with a dash. Lempicka. Licorice? I hardly know her eyes. What? I mean, I agree, but it also sounds like him. Yeah. Liga is the one with more of a sweet tooth than Victor. Also, Liga is such a great name. Hello, lady. You seem to have flowers. Are you a thief?
Would you like to buy some flowers? They'll steal your heart.
Truly.
Have you perhaps noticed any unprecedented phenomena happening here?
Here? Mister, there's 1,001 of those happening every day.
Truly.
How about a flower?
Of course.
I'll have one.
It will be perfect for a buttonhole.
I read it as a butthole? No! No! Wait. The feelings are still as fresh as morning dew. Yes, on the petals I can feel recently growing hope and contentment. At the sight of the approaching dandy, the book at the waist looks valuable. Yes, that would be a good target. Interesting.
A desert daisy. It survives even in the harshest conditions.
I didn't think you were such an expert on flowers.
Rather on people. I can't help but feel that we've already met.
Surely you're confusing me with someone else, sir.
Truly.
I know what I'm talking about. You left an identical flower on one of the stalls, and you were very happy about it. You got a beautiful porcelain plate in return. And earlier, you were looking at gold watches. Fearing the seller becoming suspicious, you gave up on one of them. Should I go on?
Thaumaturge. I've heard a little something about you and your tricks. Want me to show you real magic?
Ooh.
Help! Thief! Help!
Stop.
Oh no.
What are you up to, pickpocket? Stealing from flower girls? You scoundrel.
You don't like breathing through a straight nose.
Oh god. Guys. It's a misunderstanding.
Gentlemen, I didn't do anything this manipulator is accusing me of.
Oh, manipulator!
Everyone says that. Well, maybe not quite this way, but...
And people lose their belongings. What about him, Yahim?
Pointless effort. Guards are not particularly eager to fulfill their duties. They seem apathetic and indifferent. Interesting. It seems that local security guards from the Goshtin Dvor Bazaar work for free because the administrator skims on their wages. Frustration is simmering in them, and it only needs a spark to explode. Huh. Reach deep into his anger at his employer, not at you. Let's do it.
After all, you're not angry with me. I'm not the one who isn't paying you. Your anger has a different source. Go to the source.
Yahim, the truth is cruel. Unfortunately, the pickpocket is right. What's the use of tormenting some small fry when you know who this is about?
Well, I wanted to tell you a long time ago. Only I was afraid that...
Yahim, lad, I would never. Come on. We'll settle things with that scum in his office. As for you, you know what'll happen if you come here again, right? You understand?
Oh, sorry.
I'm already gone.
Would you like something nice, Victor? No, thank you. I prefer licorice. It encourages me to savor all the moments in which I'm not eating it. That is so true. Don't permit that one, Loomis, I beg. Oh, the shame. Ishi, maybe I should allow it. I saw that. It's not showing for you, Loomis? Interesting. It does show for me. Maybe I can paste it to the Discord so it isn't missed. Yes, so we can then pin it in the main chat. For everyone to see. Wait, where'd that lady go? Follow the trail of the thief from the Goshtin Bazaar. Okay. Modding from the mobile is crap. Don't let them know. They'll get... There's a word that I'm looking for. Wait, let me just quickly... Yes! Rambunctious. That's the word I was looking for some reason. It came to my mind and I needed to make sure that it's an actual word. No, I don't think you told me about your cat, Robo. Yes, Lupus, don't tell it to them. What's that? A flower? Small toy soldier, wooden, and represents a Russian soldier. The soldier is a sincere gift, an attempt to bring a smile and compensate for everyday hardships. Too bad the little brother was left alone painting the door. Hopefully, the washerwoman will keep an eye on him. He should like the soldier as a reward. Of course you have a little brother. Stolen watch. Just like the one I saw on one of the stalls. The intention that clings to the lost object is full of determination. He must quench his thirst. A place of respite is near. The coolness of water extracted from the bowels of the earth. Thoughts revolve around the well as eyes continue to watch vigilantly behind him. Behind him? His name is Fluffy and he's very. I understand it's an accurate description, but wait! Wasn't there something... I remember when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, I think just as it came out. And wasn't there something that all of the cats were those Sphinx ones? Even the one named Fluffy was a Sphinx. There was something that other cat models weren't working or something, which is so funny. I think it would be even funnier if exactly you had a cat that's named Fluffy, but it's actually a Sphinx. What's this? Oh! Oh? Well, this is a desert.
Interesting. My thief was definitely here. Or could the djinn be deceiving me?
A worn-out pump over an age-old well. This is a meeting place. Cool metal reflects many thoughts. Mixed here are both the nervousness of the thief and the primal relief after quenching the thirst, which glistens in the sun like a sheet of cold water with a rusty aftertaste.
The heat again. What tricks are these?
Welcome to the watering hole, Wanderer. Show the proper respect.
Huh.
Hello. My name's Victor.
They call me Ali, and this is my well. Did you draw from it?
No.
No.
So, what are you doing here?
I'm looking for
I was
something.
looking for someone here, but I didn't find them.
At the zenith in the deserts, it's not hard to lose your way.
Well, well, well. He's a domestic tabby, former farm cat, now mainframe cat. Is the cat getting all the bugs? I'd like to see an everyday outfit. Here's an example. A tweed jacket. Label. I strongly disagree with your concept of everyday. Hey, if I could, I would dress up like that every day.
Hello there, Angie.
Hi, Goodman. Welcome. Hope your day is going well. Work is hell, more at 11, but I hope it's not as bad. The latency, the curse of time zones and such. Work is indeed hell, news at 11. My everyday outfit is pajamas. That's usually my my work outfit as well, because I work, I mean, understandably I work remotely. It is funny though, when in the middle of the winter, when it was cold, I mean, space is always cold, but it was especially cold during the winter. I have this giant hoodie, very cozy. It has this like, it's fluffy inside. I got it for, I think, my birthday last year, but only this winter I used it. And it's gigantic. It could fit like 3 people inside. And it's blue, and it has rainbows and unicorns on it. It's the cutest thing. But you can imagine how much I do not give a fuck when I don't have any reservations on turning on my camera when I am on call with my boss, for example, and I'm in this hoodie. And I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like, if they ever require from me any semblance of attire, appropriate attire for work, then they need to pay me more. I'm gonna dress however I want when I work from home. If I am at home and do not have guest pajamas, why would I wear anything other than the comfiest thing I own? So true. So true, bestie. Anyway.
Are you trying to lead me astray like a djinn?
I meet desert spirits sometimes, but I don't walk in their paths. No mortal should. I'm just Ali.
Are you trying to lead me away from the djinn?
I'm following the trail of a particular thief, but so far she...
Are you
has
tired of
eluded
them?
me. I know she passed this way.
It sounds like she's one of the jinns.
You weren't far off. Have you seen her?
I've not only seen her, I also know her.
Oh!
And since you showed me respect at the watering hole, I'll tell you where to find her.
Oh!
Go south and find washerwomen working. Your thief lives among them. Your oasis is within reach.
Why are you helping me? Just because I said thank you? I mean, or rather, because I said hello? See?
I'm talking to you, man.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I asked why you're staring at this pump.
I was just,
You won't understand anyway.
Well, here's what caring for your fellow man will get you. You better go now. Be on your way.
Yeah, I will. I will. I was just admiring the craftsmanship, you know. I had a vision where a mysterious man by the waterhole told me that a girl lives next to a laundry in the southern part of Miru. But why would he tell me that? I can tell it wasn't the first time the thief did that. She tried to lose me while keeping her cool and peace in her heart. As I followed her, I had a vision triggered probably by Jin himself. That is why I know where to look for the girl. But why would the Jin lead me to her? Also, wait, what time is it? It's still night? Why is it so bright then? Wait! It was middle of the day! I lost the whole day in that vision? Oh. The door is painted a little bit, just like in the... There's some instruction lingering on the door. 3 quick ones, 2 slow ones, remember. Words utter firmly, resolutely, so that they are kept in memory and treated seriously. The girl has a younger brother, and they seem to have a pretty hard life. It appears that I found her home. Now I just need to get through the door that's painted up to the height of a small child. Oh no! Oh no!
Let's try.
Use agreed upon signal? I don't remember, but okay. Oh! 3 quick ones, 2 slow ones.
Open sesame.
How did you know the password, Ganef?
Show that he probably doesn't know what it means. Say you know magic tricks.
I know a thing or two about magic. If you don't behave, I'll turn you into a toad.
As long as you don't turn me into a Ganef.
I don't know what Ganef is.
Back off, Charles. Do you even know what it means, you little shit?
I won't have no foreigner teach me Warsaw speak. It's clear you're not from around here. I can spot a wise guy from a mile off. I'll get my guys if I need to.
Wait.
Don't get in my way, understand?
No, please.
There's nothing for you here, posh boy.
I am... Did he kick me out? The boy is exceptionally wary and averse to strangers. I can tell he's on his guard not to let anything slip, not to say too much. I didn't expect us to go so hard on the little guy. Warm plate pattern. Under it, he held his breath and pretended he wasn't there as Layla yelled at their father for being useless. Then he held his breath and pretended he wasn't there when his sister took him to Warsaw, lying that they were going alone. This is not a blanket. This is a true cape of invisibility. Interesting. Old, uninteresting in a simple wooden frame. The picture is a vessel for the intense memories that emanate from it. It's the only thing she took from her home in Barcice, a village with no prospects, and the father The father. Sentimental memories are suddenly pierced by a strong determination not to end up like him, whatever it takes. Small wooden and a little rickety. There are words hanging above the table that accompany harmless sibling squabbles. One of them prefers potato dumplings with onion, the other with cream. The boy's voice prevails. Dad always made them with onion, and he wants to go home. And so the harmless banter turns into something bigger. Oh no! Cardboard in a window, covering a broken window pane. This inconspicuous place is scorching hot with accumulated emotions. It's a mixture of a jarring disgust at living in a place like this, but also hope that everything will soon change for the better. It has to. Finally, there's a sense of responsibility for the loved ones. Layla takes care of her brother and sisters that she took from their home in Barcice, hoping to provide a better existence for them. Sisters? They had no prospects there, and she saw Warsaw as a chance for a good life for them. They are doing their best, but still struggling with the toils of every day. One of many similar stories. Wait, but sisters?
Funneled everything yet, Claude? Then get lost.
Why do you cuss so much?
Should I scrub your tongue out with soap? Who taught you such foul language?
Probably Dad.
Your sister doesn't speak like this, that's for sure.
We can't afford soap, you bourgeois bastard.
Let's talk about your sister and about you.
What am I, a social
her
worker?
name's Layla.
I'm not talking to Ganef.
I also like potato dumplings, garnished with onions, browned in a hot pan. The kind your sister makes for you.
Stop annoying me!
I'll invite you both for some freshly kneaded dumplings, provided you tell me where Layla is.
Don't lie to me, Ganef.
That checkered blanket. You used to hide under it when your sister was arguing with your father, didn't you?
And?
I could feel how scared you were when she smuggled you in it through the Warsaw turnpikes.
Yeah, right.
A cracked window is nothing pleasant. Fall will come soon. Layla wants you to find a better place. If you don't tell me where she is, I won't be able to help you.
All right, I'll tell you. As long as it gets you out of here. She's probably at the harem. It's a local brothel, not far from here. Just don't get any ideas. She doesn't work there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ganef.
There's a brief check of loading from the game and it transitions to a kid in a battle screen. Yeah, I was almost worried it would happen. Why would the Jinn send me here? That is so weird. Oh, this is the barber. Okay, not the place we're looking for. It does not look like it's night. It looks like it's morning. I think the game is a little confused. Oh. Something. Ochrana agents report. Warsaw Śródmieście Police Station 0409, so 4th September 1905. On September 3rd, after receiving anonymous information about a suspicious gathering in an apartment at 38 Twardowskiego Street, I went to the indicated address. When I arrived, it turned out that there was a group of 12 people playing bridge. I checked the identity of those assembled and informed my superior of the need to inspect the place regularly, as bridge could be a cover for subversive activities. So now we know the location. Now we just need to know the name of the person.
We have it.
What? Draw a conclusion already? In the apartment 38 Twardowskiego Street, one can play a game of bridge. Just go there in the evening and give the name Jan Nowacki. I don't know how I got this name. However, it's good to be cautious as any gathering makes Ochrana suspicious. Okay, but we can go play bridge. On Twardowskiego Street. And if I remember, it was in the evening. But it's night, not evening. Maybe it's too late already. Oh, we'll see. Let's check. And then... Oh my god. Is she? Are you writing a book? I was trying to explain to a bestie of mine if that one outfit she was planning on wearing was a good choice for it or not, and said it's gorgeous, but as your mom friend I would have said it's kind of ugly and you need to pick something else. I can't help it, mom friends are there to give you extra push if you want to achieve perfection. I mean, but sometimes somebody just needs to hear that they look great, just to feel great, and sometimes it doesn't matter what you have on you, you just need... Oh wait, I thought it was just gonna be a little event, not the whole thing. Dear friends, having fun is a serious business, so before you grab the card, please be so kind as to make yourself familiar with the game health and safety regulations. Better yet, learn them by heart of your own volition, or else someone will hammer them home. Don't be a sore loser. If you lose, get up and leave rather than grab a shiv and start a brawl. Whoever cannot grasp it will be adjusted to social life by force. Bet with your own money or someone else's. We don't care, but you better have it or we'll stop being nice. Wash your hands, for goodness sake. The cars are our common property. They don't need to be made filthy with whatever greasy fare you've been eating. If you must talk about this place, at least talk to people who have money and are discreet. No one wants a police raid. Yours faithfully, and so on. Cards on the table. Is that... I hated typing all that text and I was like, Jesus, is that how it feels to be karma? I was more interested when I thought it was an architecture thing. Aw. Yeah. I thought those were like bridge otakus. Tournament scores. Rudy, 13 points. Maniek, 57 points. Wiesiek, 48 points. Polina, 130. Polina. Wait. I think I remember Polina. Wasn't she at the meeting? With the thing? Unlucky at cards, unlucky in love, or something like that. Bridge otakus. There's like they're trained otakus and, you know, people who are fascinated by things like that. And I bet there are like bridge otakus who are just excited to see bridges. Okay, I was sure that there's gonna be some event happening here. But apparently not, just an actual game. Okay, but let me get back to finding the sister. She should be there. Okay. So she actually didn't get far from the bazaar. Oh god, I'm starting to yawn. It's bad, friends. Civil engineers! Bridge otakus are civil engineers. Wow. Oh, what's that? Potatoes. The smell of freshly baked challah brings back old memories like an echo of a forgotten tune, entwined deep into the consciousness like braids of yeast dough. Oh wow. Oh, Hauka! Oh, I love them! They are the best. It's like sweet and delicious. I didn't know it's called like challah in English. Skład win. Besarabskich, kaukaskich, krymskich. Koszerne wina. Basically, wine shop. Oh, hello?
Heron, of course.
Of course.
You tried to deceive me, but it's not gonna happen.
Did he?
You'll be mine.
That sounds creepy. I went to see the Golden Gate Bridge, most overrated bridge ever. Did you know that we have a bridge like that in Europe, in Portugal? I think it's called like Golden Gate of Lisbon. Read. Unfinished letter. Dear Gigi, first, let me inform you we are alive. We were spared those horrible events, but only through exceptional fortune or protection from higher powers, or because our address was not yet known to the general public. It is difficult to express the fear we were living in. The angry mob, like a stampede, demolished all the businesses in Krochmalna Street. They showed no mercy to either men or women. Our girls took shelter in an outbuilding, barring the door with everything they could. I brought them food there, sneaking through the streets after dark. You are right, dear Gigi, to leave this town. Do not come back. I am writing these words as your well-meaning friend. I fear that many faces you used to know are what? Layla? Dressed up as a guy. Interesting. And what's this? Hasty notes. 1893 Chicago World Exhibition. Little Egypt's dancing performance. Sensational. To the tune of the streets of Cairo. Get sheet music. They call it Dance du Ventre or Hoochie Coochie. Why did you make me read that? Use your contacts in Paris. Crazy idea. Review starring our girls. Layla, I hardly know La. How does this make sense? Nearly 100 years and they still haven't gotten around to paint it. What does this about the Golden Gates of Lesbian? Speaking of, did you know I one time when I visited Greece, I actually was staying on Lesbos. Just a little tidbit of information. The reason it's red instead of gold is because they put on a layer of undercoat and called it a day. Outrageous. That's a cheap job. I am outraged. Okay, Layla. Hello, how are you doing?
How much can I get for this loot?
We have a guest. Is it nice to eavesdrop like this?
Layla, I think you lost some stuff. See, I found this watch and this little soldier figurine.
I was looking for her. We have things to talk about.
My guess is that he didn't come to a brothel for a philosophical debate.
You would be surprised.
Do you know each other?
Something like that.
If he pesters you, you know what to do. And you better behave yourself, or you'll scare away the girls.
Is he your fence?
Why, are you interested in him? Or maybe you're interested in me. I must have caught your eye.
Mock her words? No. Tweezer is a pimp, a fence, and the owner of the harem. He's a dangerous man. Still, the harem seems to be a safe haven for Layla. She feels at home here.
You could say that, sure. You have something I want.
I'm not here to grant your wishes.
You would be
Hey,
surprised.
You there?
Oh.
Yeah? Got a problem?
My brave assistants will show you the door. Try not to resist too much. They don't like it.
I don't understand why Automod caught that. That is a name of an island. I went to the future site of the Starfleet Academy that day. It must have been quite the trek. Let me allow the term Uchao. Yes. The island of Lesbos. Indeed. It's an island in Greece. That's the name of it. Immune to gaining negative effects. Required dimensions for word 7. Wait, oh wait, what? Word. She's of mind. Okay, I don't. It's Vel. That sucks. Restore 7 health points every round. Okay, so I need to get rid of you with focus instead. Lelek or Morana? Let's do protects you against states being inflicted on you in a given round. Yeah, let's do that. A body that is not on my watch. It's not definitely not a Christian server here. Okay. Yeah, let's try to disrupt your attack. The first attack incurs a counterattack from all enemies. You know what? Instead, I'm gonna be taking your focus. And since I managed to disrupt your thing, let me cast state. Cast suffering, I mean. Ow! Ow! Oh my! Okay, you have what? The first... Okay. Let me continue with... Reduces focus, lowers the damage taken from every attack by 4. And... You will do... Inflicts damage equal to 8 for every enemy affected by suffering state. Yeah, let's do this one. The cat wizards cast suffering yet again. Yeah, the cat wizards do that. Yeah. Let's keep doing that. And let's see, maybe... My ghosty will get rid of this guy. I reduce your focus. Om nom nom. Very nice. And now he's too scared. Increases damage taken and cast save. So okay. That should finish him up. Oh! Well, that was lame. I was hoping the attack would be more. Well,
what is it?
Lipstick, red, left by one of the prostitutes. The lipstick's red covered lips as they uttered words of comfort for a concerned colleague. Assurance that this was the way things were around here ever since the pogrom. All she had to do was to get the client tired and drunk and make sure she didn't steal too much so that he would notice. That was the boss's order. So they are not only like, you know, they do not only run a brothel, they also steal from their clients. A shabby, uncomfortable piece of furniture. Sitting and waiting for Tweezer, who was late as usual, she kept repeating the safe code in her mind. 1891, 1891. I wonder if it's an important year for him. Well, I guess it doesn't make much difference. 1891, in any case. I think I need to... Oh, a lion? Placed in the hall as a status symbol, there's a subtle haze of gossipy whispers hovering around the sculpture. It's the girls praising Tweezer's shrewdness and resourcefulness. Many pimps have lost their lives and fortunes in the pogrom, while he not only got away, but is now thriving better than ever. Could he be in cahoots with the Ukraina? Well, I guess we'll find that soon. Oh, don't mind me, mister. Looks like another watch stolen at the Gostin Dvor Bazaar. The watch's hands indicate the time, but also the direction of the emotions filling the thief's heart. Anger at getting such a pittance for her spoils, but also satisfaction from the fact that she gets what she deserves on her own and still no one has found out. Is she stealing from him as well?
Hello, sweet secret.
Rolls of banknotes. The small safe is filled with them. Most banknotes bear a memory of fingers that slipped them out gently from their drunk owner's pocket. Some fingers were more nimble and others were trembling like a leaf, guided by inept hands. Eventually, they all ended up in the safe. The harem is run heavy-handed by Tweezer, a pimp, and a fence that Layla sells her spoils to. The girl is not happy with the money she gets, so she adds to it by robbing the safe where the prostitutes keep the money they steal from their clients. It's a thief's world, but it has its own laws too. Okay, so she's stealing from him.
I'm back.
Like a bad dream. You are persistent. I'll give you that. How did you find me?
Skillfully.
As Ali would say, introductions come before all else. I hear you know each other. My name is Victor.
I don't know any Ali. How did you find me?
Apparently the US wanted to import Australian trees that were really good for shipbuilding and eucalyptus tree, I think. So Australia was like, sure, we'll sell you 1,000 saplings of, I don't remember, but it was something like lesser eucalyptus trees from the down under, yeah. And the US was like, oh no, we're not falling for your scams. We want the big ones. Send us the greater eucalyptus trees. So they paid a bunch of money and got a bunch of tree sapling and spent years growing a forest by the shipyards. Okay. And it turns out that only lesser eucalyptus trees are good for shipbuilding. Greater eucalyptus, you know what, is useless. Of course.
I've met your little brother.
If he so much as lost a hair from his head, I'll gouge your eyes out.
We just talked. He's fine, and quite a character. It must run in the family.
Just as I taught him. If it means I can get rid of you, say your piece.
Wait, you know
I'll
what?
look around here some more.
Do what you want.
I mean, they have their own gravity.
Tell me, will my people be all right after all that?
After all what?
They'll live.
I also told you to behave yourself.
I am.
It's a nice place. Why call it harem?
And why won't the Thaumaturge start answering questions instead of asking them? I wonder how it is with you lot in bed. What are those demons of yours up to?
That's a good question. Say you're a virgin. Unlike Karma, Loomis would rather share considerable snippets. Yeah, yeah. Loomis is just, you know, dosing the. Is that a right word? Small dosage of information. Also, since we have an ad break, I am gonna use it. Serialized. I am going to use it to get my sandwich. I'll be right back. Jesus Christ! You scared me to death! Oh my god! Robo, thank you! Sorry, I'm just still finishing the sandwich. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Blake. Sundover. Meowfa, hello. Buchao, congrats on getting the sub. Mega Man Maniac, that's a fantastic name. Thank you so much, Robo. But oh my god! I forgot I had the sound set. I almost choked. Wow. Oh my god. Oh, Robo, thank you. I don't know what I did to deserve that, but yes. Also, R, I really love the name because R is such a great letter in the alphabet, especially in Polish. And I continuously say that English really lacks without having the r, the rolling R. You have your R is so soft. It's just, well, you could have really, I want to say succulent sound, but that sounds bad. Intense sound. Thank you, Robo. I feel a little, I don't know. I feel very, no, I don't feel generous. I feel, grateful. That's the word I was looking for. I should show how my tongue moves. I mean, it does. I even rigged physics on it. And now I feel somehow self-conscious, but I can show. I feel so weird showing that, but yeah. There you go. I hope you're happy. Okay, but we are in this brothel. What? God, I am a little tempted to say that I am a virgin. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. It wiggle. I feel like we are getting to a dangerous territory again. Mostly it yaps, to be honest. I can't seem to be able to shut up. Oh, I can either be open to anything, or I could be a virgin. I love the, you know, I'm very tempted.
I have no idea. I'm still waiting for the right person to whom I can offer my maidenhead.
He's so
It's strange
smug.
then that we're meeting in a brothel. But you've intrigued me, sorcerer.
Why? Because I'm a virgin?
Why tweezer?
'Cause it appeals to the imagination. But I've also heard a few creative variations. I think I enjoyed Squeezer the most. Get it?
Oh, I do.
I see.
I mean, I don't because I'm a virgin, apparently.
It's kind of funny.
You really needed to drive that home.
Were you here in May during the pimp lynching?
I was. But I'm still here. Sadly, not everyone was as fortunate.
Interesting.
What caused the lynching?
No, kitty cat. The right question is why? However, no one knows this for sure. Some say it was anti-Semitic workers. Others say that it's provocation from the Ohrana because soldate are regulars here. Sometimes bad blood needs to be spilled to make the rabble docile again.
Squeezer, I hardly know her. Open to anything sounds like open to work in LinkedIn. Kinda. I mean, considering we are at the brothel. Maybe, I mean, I've been costing my sister nothing but money since I came back to Warsaw. It's consistently it has been, oh, my sister is gonna pay that. Oh, you need money? Call my sister. She's gonna pay my debt. She's probably sitting at the family shop and is being like, fuck, goddamn you, Victor. Why are you spending our money that I'm working on? Meanwhile, I'm just out there living my life to the fullest.
Luck can also be helped, right? If one has, for example, a deal with the Ohrana's provocateurs, it can make a lot of things easier.
Choo-choo. They say that luck favors those who manage on their own. I'm alive, and the girls have a place to work. Everyone is happy. So what if the hateful mob targets all magicians tomorrow? And the only rescue for you and your friends will be to make a deal with the Ohrana. Will you help your luck then, or will you complain?
Oh, he outright said what I was assuming. That was a very cute choo-choo. Choo-choo? Oh god, you reminded me how when I was doing the stream, when I was translating Live 2D to Polish, and for some reason I started talking about Polish word for nanny. What game is this? I didn't pay attention because of the avatar. Sorry to be distracting. This is Thaumaturge, which is a fantastic RPG made in Poland, taking place in Poland, 19th century Poland. Actually, Poland does not existed at that time, so that is also pretty interesting. It adds a cool, like, political spin on the story. So what is the Polish word for nanny? Niania. Niania? Make sure to get a receipt and show it to her as a work expense. Wait, what? Which one? I got lost in what we were talking about. Oh, the distraction. Ooh. Niania is a word in Polish, for real. But yeah, if you... Thank you for the clip, Lovis. Oblivion remaster. Oh, I tried to play Oblivion back in the day, the OG one, but I don't know, it didn't really vibe with me. But I did play Skyrim. Can't say I finished it because that's the way I roll. But I do have, I think, like 200 hours in Skyrim. Never finished the main plot. Thank you, Lovis. But this one is a pretty curious RPG because you also catch monsters. as in you are titled Thaumaturge, and you are like, you see ghosts and you can catch those ghosts and then they can help you fight. It's kind of like Pokemon, kind of like with a turn-based combat, kind of like JRPG. It's fantastic and I love it. And Victor is such a lovable asshole, and he hates his dad, which he tells every time he can. It's fantastic. I love this game. Turn-based is the best. Depends. I think it very much depends on the game, but I do really like turn-based games. Wait, what we were talking? Will you help your luck? I'll say you'll never go for a deal. Admit you go for a deal. Admit you that I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not in a similar situation.
Old school.
Based on what I hear on
Ooh.
the street, I'd start considering such matters.
How old school are you, RR? Because you're playing Oblivion right now, but Oblivion is not like turn-based, and I'm trying to think, like, Baldur's Gate 3 is turn-based, and I remember people being like very on the fence, I would say, regarding the fact that it's turn-based. And I remember hearing voices like, oh, why isn't it like with active pause, it's called in English, I think, or something. Oh, I mean, I'm not asking for age. I was asking more of a like, what type of games that you mean by old school? We don't talk about age here. We are all ancient over here. That's safer, I would say. Robo, I beg you. But yeah, I'm trying to think like other games with turn-based. I started playing because I finished Baldur's Gate 3 and I wanted to try other games by Larian. So I started playing Divinity Original Sin 2. That one also has turn-based combat. What other game that I played that had turn-based combat? The Pillars of Eternity, I can't remember if it had turn-based or active pause. I think it had active pause. Expedition 33, that's a new one. But yeah, it also has turn-based. It is pretty interesting that we see turn-based combat. Although people keep saying that, oh, it's not that popular, we do have so many titles that are pretty popular, and they do have active combat. Turn-based combat. That's what I wanted to say. Very beautiful game. It's so funny that you say that, because in a sense I agree, but I remember when I first saw the trailer, I was so unimpressed, because for a game that is supposedly happening in some, you know, artsy universe, why do they have to go into like realistic style? And why everybody has to be so grimy? I mean, I know models are very pretty, especially the ladies. But I really love when games are more stylized. There's when you look at the game, you can exactly tell that it's something specific. Like, for example, I look at Team Fortress 2 and I can from a glance say, even if there's no characters on the screen, even if I only see like the background, a map or something, I can tell that it's Team Fortress 2 because it has very distinct style. I'm so tired of like realistic games, which is so funny considering that the one that I'm playing right now is realistic. Graphic wise, I mean, it is very detailed. Yes, you can certainly say that they put a lot of work in creating the world over there. Just please give me a crumb of style.
I have some other questions.
There are so many more pleasant things you could do here with that mouth.
I mean,
but ask.
Was that an invitation? Oh my. What are you saying, mister? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Wait. I could snitch on the girl. Let's snitch on. Should I snitch on the girl? I'll feel kind of bad if I snitch on the girl.
Go. Do something foul.
God, I'm starting to like the guy. He really just looked at me and said, what did that mouth do? Even realistic can have a style. Yes.
Still here.
You showed some guts when you pulled yourself and your brother out of that place with neither hope nor prospects.
I don't intend to confide in you.
Maybe you should.
You're not going to sit here forever, are you? Stealing for Tweezer won't get you and your brother out of poverty.
And what do you know about getting out of poverty, Mr. Bourgeoisie?
Oof. That's a good point.
If your arrangement works so well, why are you stealing from him? I know that you know the combination to Tweezer's safe.
So that makes two of us, then.
Mm-hmm.
I keep my hands to myself and my mouth shut. I advise you to do the same.
You have a good deal going with Tweezer.
Oh, thank
correct?
you.
A business like any other. But I know that I'm quite comfortable here.
I'm really glad that my
very
avatar was
comfortable
something to
for him,
draw you in initially,
It took you in when
but that
you
you
first came to
stay for my
Don't get any
yapping.
ideas. All he did was help me get back on my feet.
I like to think that, you know, even if somebody gets interested because of how I look, then they stay for, you know, for the good times, for yapping and for the less known games that I try to play. Because one thing I can tell you is that I try to... you will rarely find me playing AAA games. Because I try to find like hidden gems. And I try to highlight games that I really think should get a chance on, you know, being out there. Thank you, Robo. Full, well-rounded personality. Exactly. I'm not saying that. I'm not gonna read that out loud because I really need to learn not to just read out anything that I see. I filter those things before they leave
I look around here.
into the void.
Do what you want.
I have not played Final Fantasy. I would say I have not played any Final Fantasy games. And yeah, I do not really intend to, because like I said, Final Fantasy has already so many fans. I try to find something new and interesting. No, I mean, Ro, absolutely. Say them out loud. I'm just, and I'm gonna appreciate them. Mines! Hello! Welcome! How are you doing? Hello, Mines. Hi, Junie. Welcome, welcome. Get ready for Mystery Meep! Exa? I hope Quanta is fine, because it's easier to say. Fix it! Fix it, friend! Hello, hello! What were you playing? Aelin? What's Aelin? Tell me all about it. Also, Meep. Meep. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome. Mines, if you need to take a break, I will take care of your folks. Don't worry about them. But first, before you leave, tell me, what is Aelin? Because I've never heard about it. But to all of you that also thank you for the follows, and for all of you that don't know me, I am Angie, Space Angie, also known as Spangy sometimes. And yes, I know Murray is a friend of yours and Salad, because they've been hanging out with me already a couple of times. A cute little indie RPG, very sandboxy with some complicated system under the hood. Interesting. Interesting. If it's an indie RPG, was it make an RPG Maker? Wait, I need to check how it looks, because I'm like a magpie and And if I see a pretty game, then I... Oh! It screams RPG Maker. Interesting. But it... Not exactly, to be honest. It looks... Oh god, it somehow... I look at it and it reminds me a little bit of Ragnarok Online? It's actually Unity! Yeah, at first I looked, I was like, yeah, it screams RPG Maker, but then the closer I looked, I was like, not necessarily, though. It looks very interesting. I will check it out. It's an early access, and I do have a rule not to play early access games, but I can still follow it. So thank you. I'll write it down. Does it have a turn-based combat? Because we were just talking about turn-based combat a little earlier. But looks very... I really like how the world looks. I don't know. Something sparked my interest when I was looking at it. I'll check it out after the stream a little bit more. But yeah, I didn't want to snitch on the girl, but I think I have to get that ghost out.
Under the gaze of those inquisitive eyes.
Is he flirting with me? Is he flirting with me?
A lot happens here. It seems like an ordinary brothel, but it's managed rather creatively.
Instead of putting your hands on things, maybe start putting them on beautiful ladies. Or gentlemen. The choice is yours.
I don't know if touching anyone would tell me that Layla has been skimming from your safe.
Layla!
I'm busy.
Are you, though?
Busy getting into my safe?
Says who?
You've acquired the knowledge or context... Okay.
The gold watch you lifted from the Dvor whispered to me that you're equally cautious when lifting banknotes from the safe. Not too much, either, so that no one catches on.
You talk to watches? Maybe you're a snake charmer, too.
Maybe I am.
Yes.
Anything else, charmer?
I know the combination. I know that you keep repeating it in your
I
head
have
when
heard of Caves of
Did
Cute.
you hear me? Mind your thoughts around this one, or he'll expose you for the deviant you are.
Oh, I am.
Layla, pockets.
Come on. Is 1891 an important date?
Oh.
Pockets.
Lovas, please don't call me out. The game works on ticks. The bugs, which are essentially mini turns, but actions often take more than a single turn, so it's only semi. Oh, so it's like okay. I think I get it. I need to refresh a little, so we'll lurk for now. Hope you have a good stream. Okay, I'm gonna take care of your folks. Have a nice refresh sesh. And yeah, thank you. Take care. I took a nice shower and it appears that the girl is finally awake. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ishi, on reaching the point of being awake. What time is it for you now? It doesn't really take a mind reader. He doesn't stop talking about true. So true. Oh, like in Ticking Clock. The game essentially stops until you decide the next course of action. So it kinda is. I should have been awake much earlier. I mean, you've been awake much earlier. Late shower. Wait, should I stay out of this or should I stop the guy? I'm gonna stay out.
And if you so much as touch me, I'll go to your Ahrana buddies and tell them that you're stealing from your clients, including their people.
You little ingrate.
Come to me. Her audacity certainly helped Layla and her brother tackle their fate. But it also led you down the path of transgression.
Leave Layla with the flaw and the djinn. No, I'm gonna grab it.
Without it, you will cease to be the djinn's puppet.
I'm gonna free you from the ghost's control. What do we have here? So finally we have some combat. Lelek, Upur, Bukavac. Okay. And I could get this new skill. Yeah, let's develop it. Why not? I will enjoy the sensations. Okay, this is gonna be rough. So far they're only gonna be moving. Only this lady is gonna be receive damage in the last round of the state's duration. God damn it. Okay, so not only am I gonna get damage from these guys, I also gonna get like passive damage. Let's start with you, Dan. I'm gonna try. What do you have? Makes you immune to your action being slowed or interrupted. Okay, this sucks that we can't interrupt her attack. So let me increase the attack of my ghosty. And reduce her focus. Yeah, why not? Because you don't have much focus. That means maybe I can get rid of you this way. And it will be easier. Oh! Thank you, RR! Thank you so much for hanging, following. Hope to see you again soon. Have fun playing Oblivion! Who's next? Is it still her? Okay, she's pretty fast. Whole morning was dedicated to Spangy hours. Everything else becomes non-existent. I am the center of the universe after all. Let's do this. And since you need... Okay, she's in the suffering state. So we can use this ghosty. Inflict damage equal to 8 for each enemy affected by suffering state. So it is gonna be 8 damage to this guy and disable his trait. Or I could cause him suffering and yeah, let's do that. And I'm gonna have 2 people with the suffering state. So more damage from this ghosty. Let me attack her with this, and you are gonna attack with this. Finish off this guy. Nice, 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 nice. I will be late on Thursday. I have a stupid party with stupid pizza. Free food is never stupid. Go enjoy it, Loomis. And thank you for letting me know. You're the center of the universe. Explains why you're so attractive. As in, I'm attracting. My gravity pull is pretty intense. Okay, so he is gonna die. She may die, but okay, I can't. Okay, this is pretty rough. I am gonna get a little bit of damage. I hope my ghosty is gonna finish off this guy. So let's just finish off her. Yeah. Okay, 1 down. God, can you just kill him? Because I really need some heals. Reduces damage taken. So instead of damage, I'm gonna give you... Thank you. Have a snack. Silly autocorrect. Assume I didn't mean to say dedicated and change it to dictated. Of course, Spangy was a dictated one time during Boyfriend Dungeon, and that's so... Wait, what? wait. What are we talking about? Dictator? Okay. I do have physics. I do have intense physics. That is true. I worked very hard on those physics, you know. You saw on one of the previous streams when I was working on those physics. Wait, what am I doing? I need Lelek or Morana. Can a Morana... Wait, no, Lelek can sell the negative effects. Interrupts, removes all negative states from me and gives them to him, which, yes. Lowers damage taken, please. God, can I just kill him? I said the same thing on my last date. Oh no. That's rough, Loomis. Also, I am dying, Lelek. Please, can you speed things up? Okay. I'm not having negative effect. I can switch to... Who's healing? You have healing. Slippery bet. Yes. Heal me, I beg you. I knew the date has been over since he began to cry. I'm not sure if I want to ask questions about that. Not all hot zaddies are worth keeping, Spanish. Please write this down. I'm writing it down. Let me find my pen. I'm writing it down. Don't commit the same mistakes I've done in the past. I cherish the lessons shared with me. Ali's Shadow. Okay, this one does not have any trait. Oh no, this one is tough. Oh no. They are tough. Okay, this one requires Upure, so let me use Upure on this one. And heal me as well. And with you, I am gonna reduce your focus. Yes, yes, yes. And... oh no. Oh no! There's so many of them and Jin has so much health. This is gonna be so rough. Ay, ay, ay. Upure, can you please do something? Very good. Heals for me. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, no! Oh, actually, fine. Actually fine, because now I'm gonna switch to Lelek and use Lelek to sell my negative traits to, for example, this guy. Yes, but I'm gonna do this on you. Yes. Oh no. Ow. Oh no. God damn it. Okay, finish off that guy. Lelek, please. Thank you. Chirp away. Headshot. Ow. Alright. This guy is in a pretty rough state. That is fine. But now I am gonna try to do... You know what? Let's do quick attack on you and let me switch to this guy to get heals again. Oh, but it's gonna take a while before I get those heals. I just hope I survive until then. Ow. Okay, okay. Please go, Steve. Save me. Okay, so that's not a lot of healing. I'm not sure if I am going to survive this round. Lelek, you need a little more time to sell those negative things that I have. This one is the fastest. Reduce damage taken, but if I can maybe disrupt his attack, maybe I survive? Question mark? No! I bled to death! God damn it! Okay, 10 minutes ago. I hope it was because I was yapping and not... I don't lose a lot of progress. God damn it. Oh god, it's getting late. I'll have to wrap up soon. Okay, you know what? Actually... Yeah, let's develop this one. And... Oh... Finishing argument inflicts damage. But it's the third stage of the planned attack and I barely use planned attack. Do I have something that could speed this up? Makes every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. That is awesome. Has 60% chance of dealing double damage. That is also pretty awesome. Once they start to yap about their past affairs that could have been fixed, you know you're done and you gotta scram. If on one of the first days they start talking about their exes, I feel a little, you know, like why are we here? Why are we here? That is all I'm gonna say. And then he was like, please don't leave. Go buy some extra heal spell. You deserve a nice treatment. My morning will soon end officially. That is so sad because of Spaggy streams ending soon. Oh no! I'm so sorry. If I could, I would make your mornings last, you know, the whole day. Talking about any ex on a day to be on, hey, I'm still a little sore about it, means you gotta pull the nuclear option. Possibly, yeah. It might be that, you know, maybe they still need to process some stuff. Maybe they need a little bit more time. Maybe they're just not ready to move on yet, you know? And that's gonna be rough for everybody. Oh, restores 4 points of your health for every enemy in the suffering state. Each subsequent action that restores health points will restore... Okay, that kind of sucks, but... Maybe slows the enemy's planned action. Let's try use this, because that means this will... fix me. At least a little bit. Restores focus. Oh, 60% makes you lose focus instead of taking damage with a 4-to-1 ratio. Oh god, that is a lot. Increase the damage from Salutar's next attack and cast Suffering. Doubles the inflicted damage or lowered focus if your focus is less than 6. Speeds up your next action. Interrupts an enemy planned action. God damn it. You know what? Instead of this, let me use the speed up. Yes, I think that may be better because usually the strong attack I use to finish the enemy. Okay, and this one... Okay, let's do this. 50% chance of lowering the focus as well. Let's see if that maybe helps us. Okay. All right. What should we do? You have the least amount of focus, and you do what? And I need to attack you with Upure. Let's do that. Let's focus on let's focus on removing one at a time. Instead of spreading ourselves over multiple enemies, let's try to focus on one, finish off one, and then focus on the next one. Oh, lowers the damage, awesome. And do this. Of course Ishi is heckin' cute. I would say Ishi is not alone in that in this chat, to be honest. You have made my morning immensely better. Thank you. I'm happy that I can make somebody else's day better. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Restores your health points by 1, which is half of what you've lost. Wow. I mean, it's always 1 additional health point. Ooh! Oh! That was rough. Ow. Oh, God. Ow! Wait. Lelek or Morana, which is perfect because I'm gonna use Lelek to give you all of my negative traits. Yep, let's do that. And also reduces damage, so reduce your focus and increase my focus instead. Lelek, please do something. Thank you. Okay. Ow. Ow. Oh, it's gonna take a while for him to die, which sucks, and I need to heal. Oh, this will remove the negative effects from me. Yes, yes, yes. You have what? Reduces damage taken, so let me reduce start reducing your focus. Okay, and I'll have to heal in a bit. Okay. Let me finish you off. And I need heals, so let me do this. Yes. Okay. Okay, another one down. Thank God. I am gonna die soon. Oh, 18! Bless! That's a lot of health, thank you! But I'm still bleeding. Lower the damage, please, and let me switch to you, and I'm gonna again try to give you my negative effects. Please, God, stop it. Ow! Ghosty. Do something. Yes, chirp away! Chirp away! Chirp aggressively! Okay, another one down. Let me, you know what? Can I use who? Your finisher is gonna be nice. Yes. I'm just gonna bonk you. Yes! Choke on the gold. Action cancelled. Nice, 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 nice. So far, I hope I'm not gonna jinx it, but so far we are doing slightly better than before. So you've got Not a lot of focus. But let's focus on you instead. And you... What do we need? Upur. Let's switch to Upur. And you are going to give me some heals as well. Hopefully. Steppy step, yeah. Alright, alright. Lowers the damage taken. That might be very important. And heals, yes. Ow. Okay, only... Oh, alright. That was fine. So let me switch to Lelek again. And maybe sell the negative states to this guy. Meanwhile, I'll keep focusing on you. Because now you panic and you will not shoot me. Ow. This is fine. This is fine. Ow. This is fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. And I get rid of you. Lelek sells my negative effects. There we go. One down. Okay. Oh my god. Ow. Bleeding is the worst. Let me switch back to... Okay, who I want? Do I want Upur or do I want Veles? Reduce damage taken by 80%. That sucks so much. Okay, let's send Veles to heal me. And in the meantime, I'll try to get rid of you. Hoping maybe I can also disrupt your attack. Yes! Their attack is on the bleeding edge. Yeah. Apparently. Okay. One less to worry about. And I get... Oh, 30! I got... That was some awesome healing! Alright, 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 alright. Ow! Now, we get, again, the birdie to this guy. And... let me try to disrupt his attack. Oh, it didn't. No. Ow! Jeez, that's a lot of damage. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. Ow. Alright. He's got all of the negative effects, which is fine. Lower the damage taken. And now I also need more healing. Yeah, let's do this. But why is it so slow? You are also pretty slow with that healing. Let's do this one because I really love Veles. I just love Veles. I just like the snaky snake. This is the worst. Oh god, ow. Okay. Finish up. Yes, finish off this one. But first get the heals from Veles. Yes. Yes. You love your reptiles. I mean, I'm a simple woman, okay? I know what I like. Good luck, kiss. 50% chance to interrupt. Let's try. Oh, I already interrupted, so don't worry about it. Freak affectionate. Okay, let's just finish this. And that should end the fight. Whoa, we won!
Almost.
Now I just need to find Rasputin.
Is it over? I don't feel particularly different, except that I don't want to be here anymore. I have to go back to my brother.
Will you be alright?
Yes, I'm almost certain of that. Rest. You look awful.
Oh, I know.
Good luck.
Ugh. Perception weakened. Visit Rasputin. Yes, I need to visit my friend. My bestie. Also, where is the tweezer, squeezer? He left? I'm surprised that he let, what's her name? The lady leave. And thank you for GG's. Wait, where's the... You know what, let me just go to Povionsky and try to find Rasputin. I'll try to visit Rasputin, and if he's there, I'll ask him to help me. Where the fuck is Tram? And if he does, then he does, and if he doesn't, either way, I'm going to bed. Where's Povionsky? Let's go to Povionsky. Do you know if we'll ever get animated X-Men season 2 or not? I've heard rumors that will, but I'm not sure. I heard it was very well received, and I hope. I don't have any like confirmed information, but I heard that a lot of people want it to happen. I want to. Nearly every other day, Valeria attends some kind of meeting in an apartment at 4 Povianskoska Street. What goes on there? And why does he come back so late? He could devote this time to family. I don't know anything, as he dismisses my questions. You had a good idea, dear friend, but they didn't let my cousin in there, which is even more suspicious. Thus I remain in the dark about the matters that so intensely preoccupy my husband's mind. Excerpt from a torn letter to a lady friend. Gentlemen attend meetings held almost every other day in the tenement house at 4 Povianskoska Street, but not everyone can attend. Oh, suspicious. What's this? Bigot's diary. Human crookedness knows no bounds. I heard from a neighbor that meetings of a gentleman's club are being held regularly at Colonel Yachev's apartment. For years, the colonel has only been inviting his friends there, and it's the only condition for being let in. Unfortunately, Yachev, due to his advanced age, is slowly losing his faculties. Shady characters take advantage of this and tell the old man they have been well acquainted with him for years, gaining access to all the entertainment that the host offers to his guests.
Secrets? Not on my watch.
All it takes to join the gentleman's club is to pass yourself off as acquaintance of Colonel Yachev. 4 Povianskoska Street holds meeting every other day at 8 p.m. To get in, all you have to do is convince the host that you are an old acquaintance of his. Guests are treated to delicious cigars and an environment where they can relax and indulge in disputes. Ooh! Can I get there now? Let's try. I mean, WandaVision barely survived, and that one was a banger of a show. I don't know, I'm always wary. Marvel has a habit of giving the axe just like Netflix. That is true. Oh, it's here. The smell of tobacco has evoked the memories of my father. I think he used the same brand. Crashing the party. Getting the good stuff. Okay, but let me visit the neighbors, hoping that my good friend is here. What? What's been happening here? Something suspicious has been happening in here. Wait, they're not gonna do more of the Moon Knight? Oh, that sucks because I really like that one. Rasputin, help.
Do you have a moment?
Help.
For you, always.
Bestie. Things have changed in Nadarzyński's.
This place looked different. The Nadarzyńskis did too.
Everything is happening according to their will and with their blessing.
Truly. Mention the housekeeper who quit.
Not all of them are as favorable to you as your hosts. The housekeeper quit.
Well, Jesus had opponents too.
And look how it worked out for him. You're aiming high.
Yeah.
The highest. Anything else you want to share?
It reminds me of a cult.
People believe in you. Yesterday, I felt as though I was part of some kind of cult.
But I'm helping.
People are everything, Victor. And we are almost like a family. Better, because we're joined by choice, not by blood.
Maybe they're cooking something, is she?
That will soon take place. I'm only a guide lighting our way. If there's something still on your mind, speak up.
All these people, you've gathered a colorful group.
Yeah, from different
We all
walks
come
of life.
From different environments, from different rungs on the ladder. And that's the most beautiful thing about this. What have you found out about them?
Oh. Oh my god.
How did you manage to convince the Tsarist officer to come to you?
He came of his own accord, like all of you. Lazarev has great potential. He's exceptionally eager.
Of
Senses
course.
that his country is sick, and he'd like to solve the problem. Is there more you need to know?
We can't have anything nice, can we, Ishi? Just my predictions are rarely wrong. Oh. And are you happy with that gift?
Maria is calculated. She stays close because in you she sees a chance for a better life.
And what's wrong with that? I respect that. I don't demand that you all gaze upon me like a sacred icon. But
You
loyalty?
don't?
There are all sorts of ways a person can win that for themselves. Anything else?
Apollo is a fickle god, Ishi.
Magdalena still hasn't rid herself of her youthful naivete. I think she's honestly fallen in love with you.
Are you surprised she has? Many a love has had such a beginning. She's a good girl.
Oh.
Let's not hold that against her.
But are you a good match for her?
Aniela is unknowable, and Lucian is unhappy about the changes taking place in her.
Aniela has completely given up her lust for my sake. She'd rather just pray and pray.
Oh no!
I respect that greatly, but I must share my time with others. Do you think that Lucian is jealous about the time his wife devotes to me?
Yes.
It's possible.
Don't worry about it. Keep talking and asking.
I think he's just gonna use all the information I gave him.
I'm at your service, Victor. Ask for what you want.
Hypnotize me.
I need your help. Again.
And I won't turn you down again.
Whoa, that looks very weird. Why am I inside the sand and not on the sand? Oh, I am... Okay, that was very weird. That was very weird.
Where did you find that Salutor? In the Sahara?
It's a djinn.
A master of wishes in his own form. Quickly, Victor, before he buries us both. Focus on your wish.
My wish? I want to tame the beast. He looks so great. They all look so great.
More.
wish is his command.
Are we good? Yeah, we're well. And again, sleeping at Nadarzyński's. Poor Nadarzyński's. I have to say, I feel like Rasputin is straining the relationship with them a bit. Moon Knight was well received by critics and fans alike despite its popularity. However, a second season of the series never came to fruition. Yeah. And for the actor and for the whole crew that was working on it, because I feel that that show had a lot of heart. I think it's harder and harder to find pieces like that that were made, you know, with honest love of the material. Anyway, like I mentioned, I think it is time for us to go to bed. It is getting late and unfortunately I need to wake up in the morning. But I think we did a lot of great progress. We pushed the main story forward a lot. All right. Thank you all so much for hanging. Thank you for the raise. Thank you for you know, hanging out, for watching, for the follows and everything. Wop, 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 wop. Let's see what's happening online. Who do we have here? We have... I think we rated Evie last time. I think we could rate Zoe, for example. Zoe the Gauntlet Queen. ASMR Cozy Town Construction. That is good to wrap up the day. Thank you, Robo. And thank you so much for you know, behaving. Anyway, I will see you on Thursday. And yeah, remember that I do post schedule on the Discord. Otherwise, you can find me on the socials. Thank you, Loomis. Sleepy EP time indeed. Oh god, and I have cat ears. I'm the perfect embodiment of this cat. Sleepy working cat. Yes. We all behaved very well. I think we deserve a gold star for behavior tonight. But yeah, the bar is not high. Exactly. The bar is not that high, but I am still very proud of us. Thank you, Loomis, for the raid message. Please use it. Those that received a very generous gift of Robo, you can enjoy the emote version. If not, you also have, I would say, the free version of the raid message. And yeah, I'll hang out in the chat for a little while, but I will see you next time on Thursday. Like I said, take care, sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite, whatever time zone it is for you. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.